So cool that he used that movie. Bam, we're live.
Claims that because he wore so much compression shorts that it made the skin in his scrotum less resilient, and therefore now that when he doesn't wear compression shorts, his balls hang lower.
Wait, are you making that up? Or are you?
No, I'm serious. It's like the phenomenon of bras. Bras are supposed to keep your boobs up, but actually, I think that they actually cause boobs to droop more for some reason for the mechanism. I don't know.
Is there no one else? Is there no one else?
Who are you, soldier? I'm Batman.
Andrew Hiller claims that because he wore so much.
That's Troy. You like Troy?
Oh my God.
What?
I watched that clip 6 times so I could just get to the Troy part. I think I'm going to watch Troy. I don't have time to watch Troy, but
It's long. It's one of the better ones.
God,
How's my audio? Is it okay?
It's not great.
Fuck.
Why? What's up?
Yeah, what's wrong?
I got a different. What do you mean not great? Like not loud, or is it fuzzy?
It's echoey. Not like
It just
computer
sounds like
echoey.
you're just like you're in a tin can, like you're not using the good shit. Like you.
Let me grab my headphones. I'll be back in 1 minute.
Okay.
Okay.
Fine.
Run the commercial. No.
Jamie Latimer, hi. East Coast, Best Coast, or something like that, right? No, not even close. Sarah Cooper, hi. Congrats on the finish at Mayhem, Jamie. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. Oh, no, that's for Jamie. Latroche rhymes with Ledouche. Aloha, folks. Mooney, hi. Chances this is a Deaky. Chances this is a Deaky. I don't know what that is, but okay. Jeffrey Birchfield. Hi, hey, Sevan. How are you? Good. I'm good. Thank you. Jessica Valenzuela. Oh, man. I'm going to have to miss this one. I'm going to bed for work. Oh, why did I even bother reading that then? I can't get any points.
I love how you don't vet them. You just go with it. Like
Victor Brown. Victor.
Better or worse?
Same,
Same.
dude. Same, brother. Same. I ain't hating. Just sounds like your shit's not as good as mine. Evening, everyone. Rock me to
Okay.
sleep, Sevan.
Fair.
Yes, Frankie. Hi, Sevi. Hi.
Oh, boy.
Hi. Jessica.
Guys,
Jessica Pearson. Have some great DMs exchanged with the Miss Jessica Pearson, who has stopped eating sugar. She crossed over the year mark. Maybe she's even 2 years.
congratulations.
I'm not eating sugar. That's crazy.
So are the headphones? Hi, Andrew.
Hey, I feel like we haven't done one of these in a bit.
So the headphones are just for
What
look.
up?
You're not really using them. They're not really.
No,
hooked
I'm
up?
using them. They're. I hear you. I have a different microphone. Is it worse than normal? That's why I was asking.
Yeah, you just sound tinny, but not. You just sound tinny.
I was trying, man.
Sounds like it's just coming
Sevan.
from your computer.
Wait a minute.
Sevan is fit war. Oh, much better already. Sounds like you turned the dryer off in your garage.
I figured it out. Is that better? Okay, cool.
At least, well,
kind
you're
of the
still
same.
tinny, but there was a hum that's gone.
Yeah.
This is good. We can figure this out live. How's that? Better or worse? Same?
Same.
Sevan, did you do Fit Wars 1? No, I haven't done it yet. You know what happened to me, Bruce? Yesterday was my fasting day. I'm approaching 3 years of fasting every single Sunday. Stopped eating Saturday night. You guys know that. I started eating again Monday morning. And yesterday at about 4 p.m., I was actually thinking about maybe doing it yesterday, and then yesterday around while I was fasting, I wasn't going to do muscle ups though. I was going to do like chest to bar pull ups, burpees, and I guess I could have tried muscle ups and just reduced the reps. But what happened? Oh, I went out with some friends, a big group of people to dinner, and I ordered just a big bowl of chopped carne asada. Fucked up my whole fast. So then I had to fast again today. So and then now I'm just like, I have excuses, Bruce. Fuck. Not yet. Have you done it? Have you done it, Bruce?
Of course he's done it. He's a maniac.
Put Sevan in your mom. Jesus, Nico.
Not sure that's
Please.
what that says.
Oh.
That sounds a little better.
I changed something again.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's much better.
I ditched the microphone. It's just the AirPods now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good.
Yeah, man. That's what I get for trying to be fancy.
Winter's here and the wristbands are in full effect.
They're back.
If you want to stay warm, God, these are so nice. Ooh, I got cold already taking it off. All you have to do is go.
How many
Life
pairs
is-
of those do you
Life
have?
is X. Only one.
Those are gnarly then.
I'm so bummed that I only have one. I don't work out in them. I don't work out in them. They're just for the show. They're just when I'm cold, or like if I'm walking by the beach and it's cold. There they are. Sevan Podcast sweatband.
He only has one pair as RX, FYI. One
Have you
pair.
Have you been wearing? Have you ever worn that CEO shirt out of your house and someone asks you what that means or what are you the CEO
Yeah.
of?
Yeah.
What do you say?
I say I know a guy. and then they're like, who? And I go, I can't tell you that. And I've also said if I tell you I had to kill you. And then they usually stop talking to me.
I don't know if the original origins of the CEO shirt, for those of you who don't know. Oh, you do have a pair. Do you like them, Jeffrey? They're dope, right? Do you use them to stay warm or do you use them like to work out? 54 degrees, 54 degrees. Yeah. Although there is ice on the skateboard ramp in the morning. So I'm guessing it drops down to 38. I know 33.
It's 26 here right now. And then it gets down to 7 on Saturday.
See what it is here.
7.
See what it is here too. That was smooth.
37. I got 37.
That's not warm.
Feels like 32 in the gym.
47.
47. Bougie.
So the CEO basically was when I got fired and the woke squad took over our beloved CrossFit Inc. 38 and it ices over in California. Yeah, isn't that weird? We have different.
That's true. Yep.
We have different rules here. Water behaves differently here.
You should see it. It's terrible.
Oh, Mason, you're a good dude throwing me alley-oops like that. You're a good dude. And so the CEO idea, I was on with Matt Fraser, fittest man of all time according to CrossFit. He is. I don't give a fuck who it is. Like, shut up. He's the fittest man ever. And
he's not fitter than Rich.
There's always one. There's always one.
That might be true. And
carry on though.
Thank you. And so I was on that show with Josh Bridges, also one of the fittest men ever. And I said, hey, because you can identify with whatever you want. I identify with being the CEO because basically I was by the CEO's side for, 15 years. And I think I played more than an integral part from the fledgling that was CrossFit Inc. to the monstrosity it became. And so that it was kind of a joke. And then I don't know, about 6 months into it, Souza was like, hey, the CEO thing, it's really cool. And I thought he was talking about because I was taking the piss out of those guys. But
that's
Souza,
when they didn't have a CEO for a long time.
I was going to let you do it. But Souza had another idea for it. And he pitched the idea, and he not pitched the idea, he shared the idea of what CEO means to him. Do you want to tell them?
Yeah, it's about personal responsibility, being the CEO of your life, taking control and ownership in everything that you do, and adding value, creating value for your company, which is you. And I just thought that was a cool way to make it more relatable to everybody else. Because
so we could sell more shirts, or because it was more relatable to you that way?
Both.
So next time somebody asks me what that means, I can tell them it means to create value in your life.
Yeah, to taking ownership, personal responsibility, being the CEO. You're in charge.
Act like the CEO of your fucking company. Would you
Stop
do the
life
shit?
Run you the fuck over.
Yeah. Would you do the shit to your company? Would you do the shit to your company that you do to your body, that you do to your mind?
Some people.
Would you allow your company, your successful company, to scroll on Instagram all day? Anyway, so the other day I was watching, and he said that, and I was like, that's probably a pretty good idea, but I felt like it would betray, I felt like it was like a marketing pivot, and I didn't like it so much. But even though he was right,
I mean, I thought it was true, but it also works, right?
Well, so the other day I was walking by the beach, and a guy goes, "What's that shirt mean? What are you the CEO of?" And I pretended like I didn't hear him, and I walked into the bathroom. And when I came out, I said, hey, "I'm the CEO." I just stole Susan's line. I said, "I'm the CEO of me." And the dude went off for 10 minutes about how fucking brilliant that is, and everyone needs to think like that. Personal accountability, It was like Jocko Willink was lecturing me on my own brand. Is that the guy's name, Jocko Willink? The guy who's like about what's it called? Extreme accountability or
extreme ownership?
Yeah, extreme ownership. So I was like, fuck it. That's what it is now. I see. Isn't it funny? I have Matt Souza, dear friend, confidant, executive producer of the show, business partner, everything. He tells me that, and I'm like, lick a dick. Some fucking rando on the street tells me, and I'm like, embrace.
The messenger matters. The messenger matters.
CEO of this D. Yeah,
I think I might like it better when I say I know a guy.
that's not true, Austin.
That's not selling
Yeah.
shirts, Hiller. No one's inspired by that.
That's true. But they're curious. It's provocative. They'll go to vindicate.com. What do you know? I'll go to vindicate.com. You'll know who I know. Like, what the fuck?
Andrew Hiller sat down with the beautiful and strong,
Oh.
the funny,
Here we go. Ready to rock and
Jovial.
roll.
the happy, the sweet, the endearing, the gentle yet powerful
Damn. Adjectives.
Alexis Kowalski. Close?
Spot on.
Okay.
The adjectives are the pronunciation.
The pronunciation.
Spot on.
Easy to
Both were
love.
spot
Hard to hate.
on.
And they did a 10-minute show. I haven't even looked at the comments yet. I'm going to open it up and look at the comments now. They did a 10-minute show on why they're not going to have kids. The first thing I thought is like, why do you even? I guess the only reason why you have to decide whether you're going to have kids or not is because where the baby batter is going to land.
Where it's going to land.
Yeah, like, are you going to put the baby batter in her? Like, or else why do you even have to decide? Like, if you're not, what happened? Don't leave, Andrew. Baby batter is a.
He's faking that, by the way. He's faking that to get out of this.
So you don't have to decide on everything because, but that one maybe you do have to decide if you're having intercourse, then you do need to decide where the baby batter is going to go, right?
It's probably good to have that worked out. I don't
Okay.
know. I can't tell if you're talking to me or wait for Hiller to respond.
I don't think Hiller's part of the show anymore.
I think.
Bye-bye. So
Fair enough. Yes. Then yeah, you need a plan, and that should probably be well established ahead of time because it's not good if you don't.
I hate myself. Like, what's going on here?
I see why people would be, if you have kids, I see why you would be triggered by that, right? It's like if I just came on here and the whole show was about how I hate blue shirts. It's not even I hate blue shirts. I would never wear a blue shirt. It's much more subtle than that. I just would never wear a blue shirt. But obviously but I would. I'm just saying. But obviously blue shirts are awesome on Hiller because he's worn that in his last 18 videos because it makes his eyes look so nice. What?
They do pop when I do this.
Oh my God. That shirt.
But wait a minute.
You look like
I
a
haven't worn
stud
it
with that.
much. Come on.
Okay, I made it up. One video I saw you wearing it.
Shoulders look great in that.
Thanks.
Yeah. Trap
So what did I
shoulders.
miss in the 3 seconds these things are giving me an issue now with.
Hey,
what did you say about Alexis in my video?
do you have an Under Armour shirt that's blue like that also?
I don't.
And
Compression.
no, but when
One of
I
those
saw
tight
it,
ones?
when I saw that in your video, I thought that was an Under Armour shirt, and it's now that I'm staring at you that I see it's a HillerFit shirt.
This is the original shirt. Way
Can people-
back. Huh?
I bet you you would get a lawsuit slapped on you from
Under Armour?
no, my buddy Rob Orlando.
How do you figure?
Doesn't that look like his
That's what I thought it was too, like the hyper.
It's an
hyper,
H.
hyper?
hyper.
Hybrid.
Hybrid.
They have
Thank
the
you.
stones,
Thank you.
right?
Yes. Hybrid.
Oh God, do you want to talk about? I really want to talk about this Alexis Kowalski thing. Anyway, so you would be, but remind me to bring up an affiliate called me today and remind me you're gonna love this. Oh, how was your podcast with Craig Howard? Okay, we'll get to that too. Hold on. Did that go live? Your podcast with Craig Howard, Souza?
It did. Yeah.
Did you watch it, Hiller?
I didn't know that there was one. No one told me. Shit.
Way to show support, Hiller. That's real appreciative.
Huh?
I'm just messing with
You didn't tell me. No one told me. Usually,
Yeah, he just reached out yesterday, so it's kind of wasn't like a big build up to it or anything. It's live there on the channel,
Okay.
2 hours all day. You guys can go check it out. It was a cool conversation. Craig Howard and Jamie Lee.
Alexis gives these 3 reasons why she would not have kids.
What do you think of them?
I mean, they're spot on. They're fucking like they're the exact.
Cool.
Yeah, and then someone else said something fucking crazy in there. Who's gonna watch you? Listen to me. Someone said to her, "Who's gonna watch you when you fucking die?" Listen to me, you ding dong. Stop having kids.
She was furious when she was reading that the first time. It's like,
She shouldn't be furious. She should feel sorry for those people. She should feel sorry for those kids. You don't have kids so that you will be alone. That's not why you have kids.
oh, she's gonna love this. Oh man.
You don't have kids so that you won't spend the rest of your life by yourself, or that no one will fucking wipe your ass when you're 80. They're gonna fucking abandon you and break your heart anyway. I like how anytime Sevan mentions big names, he always starts with my friend. Thank you. My friend Corbano. He's spot on.
He
There's a
changed
term
his
for that.
name.
Name dropping,
That's
clout
Corbin
chasing.
Bowman. He changed his name.
He did?
Yeah. I
How can
mean,
you
as it was Corbin Bowman, now it's Corbano.
Astute observation, Hiller.
I'm just saying. Unless that's a different guy, I think it's him.
You don't know my listeners better than I do. How dare you?
I'm astute. Tell me if that's the right definition of that word.
That is.
All right.
It is.
It works.
Okay.
What were the 3 reasons? I forget. Do you remember the 3 reasons? I forget. I didn't take notes. I was just in a.
Something
I just
along
watched.
the lines of she knows what it's like to be growing up in the world, and she knows what her mom went through watching after her.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Like if you have bad, like dealing with fucking kids that just not bad kids, but
And I
just
put in there that she's
kids.
a degenerate, and as I was typing it in there, I looked over at her, and she goes, "Yeah, that's accurate. I was a degenerate." And I'm like, "All right, I thought I was gonna get hit."
Sleepless nights for the parents, worrying about the kids.
I think it's just something that she's never had the urge to do.
Oh, yes.
The instinct.
Yes, never had urge.
And then I know like
What was the 3rd one? Anyone?
yeah, I wish she was watching. She said
The World's a Scary Place. Yes, Jamie. Yes, it was The World's a Scary Place. Yes.
I don't remember the 3rd one because there's a handful, and I think one of them had to have been Expense.
Oh, yes, Expense. Yes. God, but great reason not to fucking blow baby batter in someone.
Well, I know that we do have we know of a couple of people who shouldn't be having them because it's like, God, you can't even pay for yourselves. How do you expect to raise that child well?
Right.
And I guess you make it happen if you have a kid. That's what I've heard. And it's so far with these situations, it's been made happen. So good for them.
Oh, the rise to the occasion.
I do think that that's a real thing. Put yourself in uncomfortable positions so you have to.
Yeah, you're forced to.
But I don't know if having a kid is the right way to do it.
You did what's crazy is you didn't say anything. You were just talking about for yourself. You weren't like, kids are monsters, kids are bad. Like you didn't give you were only all the reasons you gave were fair for yourself. I mean, 100% legit.
I told Alexis before we started, I'm like, all right, we're gonna be owls sitting in the tree the whole time. Imagine you're an owl and you're just talking like an owl.
Yeah.
We're not like yelling at people down there. We don't want to be yelling. We don't want to. There's nothing wrong with the squirrels. We're just owls, man.
Rich Holton says something too. Don't fucking get married. What a dumb thing to do. unless you're up for getting a divorce, because you know that's the other side of marriage, right? I'm not saying that everyone who gets married gets a divorce. I'm not saying that.
Hey, wait a minute. You're also the one who yells at me every time I say that I'm engaged.
Well, it's just I just find it weird that you have to be distinguished between girlfriend, engaged. Like,
well, would you rather I say
some chick I'm pounding her hole and I love her?
I do. It's the only hole to
That's
be
the title.
pounded for the rest of my life.
Just say you're married then. I say you just say you're married.
All right. I'll start saying that. I'm married.
Sevan, before you had kids, were any of those your same reasons there too?
Dude, I was never going to
familiarity in
have
it?
kids. Me and Haley were in the exact same boat as these two. We were never, ever, ever going to have kids. There's too many fucking people in the world. I wasn't interested. I needed to work. I wanted to work. I had my own shit I wanted to do. I wasn't going to have kids. There was no way I was going to change my mind.
You ever seen the movie Idiocracy?
And Haley never wanted kids. All that shit she was saying, I was like, yeah, Haley never wanted kids either. She didn't have any desire.
That's a stupid question.
I did see Idiocracy.
No, you haven't.
Yeah, no, I did. Actually, Greg had me watch it, which is crazy. Probably like 8 years ago. It's old, right? That's the one where they pour. They can't figure out why the plants aren't growing because Gatorade has electrolytes. It's still like that. Yeah,
that's what plants crave. But yeah, that's. I wanted to plug that in there, but there was nowhere to do it.
I didn't like that movie because it depressed me, and now we're actually living it.
I know. Pretty soon, The Rock's going to be the president. It's going to be entirely accurate.
You think he's going to run?
He's going to win. It's going to be him versus Mr. Beast. It's going to be the decade.
What year is that going to be?
I don't know. Probably 12 years from now.
Hey, who was the guest that said that the Hollywood movies and the TV are just kind of like pre-programming you to condition you to it? So it's not that much.
Yeah, there's a word for that. It was Jay Nara said it, the big buff guy from Canada.
Yeah, remember he was like talking about that they'll leak certain things, and like The Simpsons is the weirdest example of that. They got like, there's a lot of them, right? But I guess, I mean, you could also make the argument if you make that many episodes with the same kind of popular figures, you're land to hit something, but I don't know. Some of that's a little close to home.
Kids
I'd like to just
cards. Once you start using one, it gets easier and easier.
Can I read some of these comments?
Of course. Let them rip.
First of all, I don't really care what guys think on this subject for some reason. I'm not sure why. But Frank Curto says, 59 years old, never had any desire to be a parent, too much work and aggravation. I'm selfish and I admit it.
That's probably fair too. Selfish.
Here's the thing too. I want to just add to that. If you do have kids, first of all, if you're with someone you love, it's always a very potential thing that's going to happen, because we are you have to remember, no matter how confident she is now, we're programmed at our deepest level to make kids. You have to don't take my word for it, but
you like that part in there where I like check in every once in a while, like, you good? All right, you're good.
Yeah.
I told her last night, I'm like, hey, you know the only one who can change my mind about this? And she said, who? And I go, you.
So that means you want him.
Oh, no, that's good. That's good.
No.
He's letting that leak right there. He's like, well, it's up to you.
That is not, no.
Yeah. Look what Scott Schweitzer just said. Matt Groening can time travel, I'm convinced.
Yeah, seriously.
So I think, when I asked my mom why she had me and my sister, and she said, because I loved your dad and I wanted to make a love child. Interesting, right?
It is. Summer of Love, 1969.
We were a couple that didn't initially and then changed our minds and have one, and she's our only. It's a huge adjustment, and I definitely miss how it was before, which is normal, but has definitely been rewarding. But having children is definitely an enter at your own risk kind of thing. Having kids is a choice, and no one should try and convince people that don't want to that they should. I can't stand when people tell us we should have a sibling for our daughter, and I look at them and tell them that's easy for them to say. They're not the ones taking care of them.
Republican.
No. Like, I was telling Alexis, I'm like, it was really cool hanging out with you and your little dudes, but at any point in time, it's like, all right, I'm gonna go to bed, and I can go to bed, or I gotta go do something. I can go do something.
Yeah, at any point in time, I can do that too, except I have to put them to bed and brush their teeth and make sure they're fed and not crying and safe, and just like a couple hours of shit before.
And then you've even made mention on shows about how it's like, I know exactly where the weapons are in the house, and I got to make sure all the doors are locked. And I do it like 3 times a night because I think I may have forgotten.
I was how old are you, Hiller?
31.
Yeah. I'm telling you, at 34, I was so adamant I was never going to have kids. I remember at 39, 40, 41. And I would have never had kids. I was in the exact same boat you were. It never popped into my mind to have kids. Just my wife just said, hey,
people told you that you would change your mind.
I don't remember anyone changing my mind saying that, but my mom would tell me, I'd be like, are you, I would talk to her about, hey, what do you think about me not having kids? And she would say, I think it's an experience you will wish that you're missing out on.
Did that on JR's show.
Yeah, something like that. It's an experience I think you're going to miss it.
The roller coaster.
But no one should get bent out of shape because they don't want to have kids. Just like I wouldn't expect anyone who doesn't have kids to get bent out of shape. Well, here's another touchy subject. When you tell women like, hey, you should really have a vaginal birth and you should breastfeed, they fucking just lose their fucking mind. All the women who didn't get vaginal birth or breastfeed.
Who loses their mind? The woman.
There's a ton of women on the internets that will get just fucking like you just. It's like, dude, I'm not making that up. There's ample fucking evidence that shows the healthier, stronger kids, the tighter bond between the parents, all of that shit comes from a fucking home birth with a kid that breastfeeds. It's not like a kid born onto a pair of, to a strange man plopping out onto some sheets that were bleached in Clorox that 35 other babies have been born on. Or do you want to do it at home and the baby fucking the umbilical cord stays attached and the baby crawls up and sucks on the mom's tit and all the mom's bacteria gets into the baby's stream and the hypothalamus starts making a recording of all the viruses and bacteria and the baby's protect? I mean, like, come on.
Rich.
That was a great explanation. I bet you the ones who are the most mad are the ones that maybe deep down actually wanted to experience that, but maybe just couldn't due to complications, or was like maybe even just fearful of it because it seems so against like the norm. And then I bet you those ones are the ones that are like the most angry when they hear that type of stuff. Because I know if it strikes a nerve with me, like usually you can let comments go, but one that kind of gets close to home, those are the ones you're like, oh, and you like rage out about. I wonder how much that plays into it.
Kenneth, Sevan, you flip your lid about all kinds of things. Circumcision, birth control, etc. Okay, but he put him on timeout. But Hiller, what I just found interesting about it is that we're in similar situations that your vessel, your baby batter vessel, is adamantly against it, and you're like, hey, I'll do what you want. And that's where I was.
I'll do what you want. Oh,
Yeah.
you're talking about Alexis. She's the baby batter vessel. Okay, I'm like,
Yeah,
wait a minute.
They're the vessel for the
My
baby batter.
thinker is who is it? What is it?
Okay. Anyway, great video. Very intimate. I thought it was very cool.
Thank you. That we had a couple of goes at that one, and then that was actually like 30 minutes long. Did you like the ending? I thought it was so funny.
Oh yeah.
Come on,
Where
it was
then-
just like she said the word retarded, and then I'm like,
Yeah.
there's a big break. I'm like, I'm just gonna stop it there for like dramatic exit.
and then she drinks water.
She drinks the water.
Was that a metaphor for more oral sex to prevent babies being born?
No, it was like that
Oh.
Kermit the Frog meme where it's like says something and then sips tea and then ends video. I thought it was funny.
Did you guys already cover it? Why did you decide to make that video?
I have to pee.
There was a comment
Okay.
on my TRT Tuesday video,
Oh, okay.
and she reads some comments as if she's me because she's like, wait, and especially that one, I guess it wouldn't just be someone imposing a thought upon me. It would be us. She's like, all right. We were out to lunch and she goes, have you read your comments? And I was like, no, not yet. Why? What happened? I clicked on it and there's 11 of them. All right. That means we should make a video on it. It's a hot topic.
Yeah, it's funny. I used to read the comments a ton, like on these a lot. And I don't as much anymore.
I do,
but I don't. I do, but I don't.
Like today I didn't have time, but typically I do like to go in there and respond to as many as I can.
Yeah, you're great at that. You respond to a ton of them in there.
I have a good time with it. It's like part of it. I've
You just
always
like
said
to
this is
fight,
like a
though.
real life video game to me.
Yeah, but you like to get in there and just like fight with people. That's what I do.
Well, you know what? Sevan always says he hates Reddit and doesn't like it. And I remember I went there once and someone said I was too agreeable. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe I am too agreeable.
Pretty. Damn, Sevan, it hasn't been an hour, but you don't even know the last time I peed. I might have diabetes. My God, you're worse than Google diagnosed.
Speaking of getting triggered,
Yeah.
I did think the same
I-
thing. Like, dude, we just started. Oh, it's been 30 minutes.
I knew I should have peed beforehand. I just worked out and drank like 2 pints of water.
Susan, when are you having kids?
Great question.
That is a great question. I don't know, man. That's the honest answer. I mean, we talked about having kids. We both want to have kids.
Okay.
It's just like I have all the same excuses. You know, we can't afford it. Focus on our careers. Like it's gonna definitely like limit a lot of the freedom and autonomy I have over my schedule and anything that I want to do. So like we don't even have an animal. We don't have dogs or anything.
No,
I want a dog. That's what I want.
Yeah.
dog's a good place to start. God, are the capable child videos done with? God, Justin.
Did you stop?
No, I did, but Hiller was writing me the other day like, "Hey, jackass, one a day."
I had just listened to something where you were commending him for having done it amidst a busy day of like coverage of some event. And then I looked on his channel. I noticed that there weren't any on there. It's like, what the fuck happened? Like I was I remember where I was standing when I heard like, oh, holy shit, good. He's doing it. He's keeping up with it. And then I was on the phone with him and I looked, like, where are they?
And then when you yelled at me, I did like 3 in a row, and then now it's been another week. They're not done. I'm gonna make one right after this show. I got a good one.
Nice.
I got a good one. The 100-pound dumbbell. No, I still am on the 70, and like I told you guys, the 70 actually injured me, and I need to be very, very fucking careful. I don't fucking exacerbate that injury. I did 30 of them, and something happened in here.
Yeah, that fucking muscle blows, dude.
And I can't even do today. I was just trying to, today I was fucking with it, and it's like, oh, that thing is still so. I can't even pick my kids up like this without wincing.
Tennis elbow, right?
Yeah.
No. The tennis elbow's that thing on the outside, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Golfer's underneath.
This is actually that thing got stretched out or something. I was trying to lower the 70 as slow as I could to get a negative, and it was stupid. It was too many. Stupid.
Huh.
So you have to do everything with your right arm.
No, I still just do everything light and still do it with both arms. Okay, so I do think this. I think that that it's crazy for her to say she knows, but we'll see.
I'm happy with it.
Yeah, it's fine.
I think we addressed that rather early in our relationship. So
it's called getting old, not tennis elbow. Yeah, it could be. Not warming up properly, right? Yeah, I injured my labia majora. That's correct.
Okay.
TRT Tuesday.
that's what started the kid video, by the way.
Right. What I know. Here's what's weird. In that video, you talk about, hey, if you're gonna have kids, you might not want to do this. But I know so many people.
It doesn't make it easier.
One of my friends has 4 kids, and he was juiced the entire time through like street roids.
Arnold's got kids. Plenty of people can have kids. And how big is the dude? Is he cool? Is he awesome?
He's unbelievably awesome. One of the coolest dudes I know.
Sweet.
You know who it is?
I don't know. That's why I was asking if he was awesome.
Oh, he's so awesome. He's so awesome.
Do I know him?
Juice to the gills. I'm sure you've heard me talk about him.
Oh, okay. I got it.
I'm getting pretty good at
This
this
is
game.
free drugs, so you
No.
know.
There's a list of words that Stanford University says that we shouldn't be using, and this show also has a list of words that aren't allowed to be said, and that's one of them. Well, that's the only one. all the other words you can say, I don't care what it is. I encourage it. No, you can say that word too. But there's only. No, you can say that word. It's fine. I love and embrace that word. This is the word you can't say. This one. But a lot of people still say it on the show.
Yeah, they type it in the comments all the time.
And it's only because my mom.
How many other words are there like that? Are there any other ones?
No, there's no other one where she's asked me to swear less, but there's no other words like she's like, hey, don't say that word. I was like, all right, fine. Well, it's just not that hard to not say that.
Have you ever thought about having her on the show? Would she be into it? Or
I've asked her to come on the show. She said, absolutely
really?
not. Yeah, I've asked her to come on.
That'd be crazy.
It would be so crazy.
Vindicate. He's right.
You guys would see a totally different side of me. I'd probably like regress like into a little boy. Suck.
It'd be cool.
You know David Goggins? You heard that? Are you familiar with that guy?
I read his book. Yeah.
Yeah, so he has a new one that came out. He did the same thing he did with the old book on audio, where it's like they'll read a bunch of the chapters and they'll talk about it back and forth. And he brought
a challenge, right?
What's that?
Isn't there like a challenge to do? It's like
I always skip over that part because I'm not hashtagging shit. But he brings his mom in, and they talk about a lot of the like abuse in his childhood and his past. It's pretty crazy. Yeah.
I read a book like that. Remember that guy from LA I had on, that club owner who like he had that brawl basically with Dan Blazarian and all that shit and Justin Bieber and all that, like all that weird shit happened to him. He was accused of like being a predator or something.
Yeah.
That book had that, or at the end of every chapter he talked to someone. It was It
was it
horrible.
Mask? What was the name of his book? Mask?
I don't know, but that was the worst part about the book. I was like, hey, I don't give a shit. I don't like, but it's good with Goggins, you're saying, in the Goggins book it's good?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's heavy topics. I mean, his dad was like super abusive to his mom and to him and shit like that, and was like a pimp and lived above this. They had to stay above this pool hall all the time, and he was like a hustler, and so
he left, right? The dad?
No, they left, and that's what they talk about.
Oh, okay.
It's like when she, like, how she kind of got up to the decision to be able to like leave him, to pack up the kids and like leave him, and kind of what transpired after that.
Hey, I want to tell you this. My sister and my mom listen to this show, and I can't think of one time where they've ever pulled me aside and said, that's not true. But they do say, oh shit, I didn't know that. Like the other day when I told them that guy, Victor Salva, when I was on that movie set, he talked to a group of his kids about jacking off in socks. My sister's like, called me. She's like, holy shit, I never heard that story.
My mom watches the show sometimes too.
Uh-oh.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Dave.
She gave some. What?
Sorry, I'm just answering a comment. I want to know if you've been to that pizza place.
Oh.
What did your mom? What feedback did your mom give you?
So she just gave one piece of feedback. She didn't say anything about topics or anything like that. She just goes, "It was just so disgusting. He just had to pick his nose on the camera, and then I could see him flick it off to the side." And that was.
Dude, my whole family, my poor sons, they picked up that habit from me.
Picking, flicking?
Just picking your nose, just like it's a disgusting habit. I thought it would go away. You know all those things that they say will go away when you're older? Not if you don't make an effort.
Why would you even want them to go away?
Miss Rida. Oh, thank you. My mom said to tell you hi, Sevan. Hi, how are you? See, already I just get into like I'm meeting a mama. Nice to meet you. My mom I was the kind of kid that got grounded a lot. Okay, Fit Wars. No, not that one. LMT. Oh, LMNT. I thought you were going to crush them.
I wanted to. I've been wanting to for a while. I couldn't.
Yeah.
That's why I made it. I mean, I did that twice this week, and it's completely accidental. I just have video topics, and then I go, wait a minute, I've talked about this. And it's because from the video from February 21st, I think was the date, I talk about how I think salt is one of the top 5 supplements that people should be using. So no matter how expensive it is, while it is expensive, if it gets you to have more salt and actually drink water, I think it's beneficial. If you want,
especially if you're fat, especially if you're working out hard or you're fasting.
Yeah. So while it's expensive and people can just like put salt in there, if it makes you actually do it, it's a plus.
Hey, why don't they sell that shit in bulk, Hiller, just like a tub of it? Why do they have to?
That's a good question. Probably because they make more money, but individual packets.
They don't sell like boxes of it with the variety packs.
Go to their website and see. That's Rob Wolf's company, right?
I think so. I do that. They sell it in packages of 30 for $45, and then if you buy 4 of them, you get the 4th one free, I believe.
Oh, hence the $180.
Yeah, so I kind of was lying in the thumbnail, but yeah, it's $135 for 4 of them.
You're not afraid you're going to get canceled like the Liver King for lying?
Hell no.
Oh,
I don't know if I could forgive you, Hiller.
Can you cancel me? Go ahead, try. I'll just keep making videos and carry on with my life.
yeah, that was Rob and his wife in the founder's picture.
Oh, where it's at our story.
What's a favorite flavor? Have you guys had some of these?
I have had some of them.
Which one do you like?
The problem with me is like they're just so salty, which is like I get it. It's
more
the
water
point.
in it,
It's
dude.
the point.
What's
It's the
wrong with
point.
you?
I got to do like half the packet or something, but
No. You dilute it.
I mean it's a lot of water. Then you end up with a shitload of water.
It's a water bottle's amount of water, 16 ounces, and it's great.
Yeah, it's just salty for me.
Oh, the Liver King's lie was way different. Ah, I see, Mr. Wayne. I see. Mr. Spin, raspberry and watermelon are the best. I bet you people like Mr. Spin fucking hate it that I put out content every day. Like people who are trying to stay on top of what's going on in the community.
Tommy Payne, that's what you should do. If you can just do it. That's been advice as long as I've known fitness advice. Salt and fresh lemon juice in a bottle of water.
Yeah. I got to go back and try it. I got a huge freezer bag from it. My friend that moved back to Tennessee, Wes Kitts, he was a Olympic weightlifter guy.
I know that name.
Yeah, most people do.
California Strength, right?
Yeah. He gave me like a huge bag of them, and he was like, "Here, they sent me a ton of this stuff, and like, I'm not gonna like ship it back home or carry it, so you could have it."
To say that again. What about the Cal Strength guy?
He holds the American snatch record for.
Oh. He works out there. He's not one of the coaches or the owner.
No. Cal Strength is a weightlifting gym that has the U.S. like Olympic team and stuff like that. Goes to there and
I recently made a video with him when he was taking his L1.
Which one? Who?
West Kids?
Kids?
No, one of the owners or top instructors or owners of Cal Strength.
Dave Spitz?
Yeah, show me a picture of him.
Dave Spitz?
No.
He's
But
one
this guy loves Dave Spitz. This guy. Pull up Cal Strength. I'll show you which guy. Do you know that place too, Hiller?
Yeah. I'm not well. I know that I've seen their programming via Train Heroic app, and it's got a pretty good following. I got
Cal,
chili. It's
That'd
deadly.
be better just to pull up their Instagram
The
here.
chocolate one.
no, but I want to go to Cal Strength and then go to About and then see free resources, online for gym memberships. I wanted to see if they had an About, and I could point out which trainer I just made a video with. 2 years ago, I filmed an L1.
And
I was actually when I was fired. I think I've told you guys the story before. I still worked every single day after I was fired for 2 weeks, and on the weekends I went to these 2 L1s, and I filmed a shitload of content that was never used. And recently I started putting it together and submitted it to CrossFit.
And
I don't know.
Okay. I was gonna keep saying it until you said something like that.
Yeah.
And to be continued.
EBD.
Yeah. If I had, but one of the guys was one of the main guys over there at Cal Strength. But I remember him complimenting a guy, Dave Spitz. He's like, and I've learned so much from Dave Spitz.
I wonder, was his
He's
name
the guy who writes
Scott,
the
maybe?
Train Heroic program.
What a great name, Dave Spitz. Cheryl Spitz.
Z.
Yeah, and what's his wife's name? Cheryl Spitz?
I don't know. I forget what his wife's name is.
It's not important. That's not the joke. Doesn't matter.
I get it.
Souza.
Oh, sorry. I'm paying attention, trying to find this About over here. Oh, here we go.
Okay,
You know
not
these
that
guys?
guy. Not Esparza. Oh, very diverse.
Oh,
group.
wait. I just got the Spitz joke.
Oh, me.
Sorry.
No, it's not Joseph Marr.
Edward,
No, it's not.
He's strong.
Nathan. Yeah. Nathan's real strong. He's looking promising.
He's got a heavy back squat. It's awesome.
Yeah.
How do you know? You just looked it up?
I used to pay close attention to him maybe 4 or 5 years ago.
Dick
it.
Spitz. Now the comments. God, you guys are so creative. Okay, keep going. It's not Miss Pinnell.
No, that's it.
Oh,
That's all
maybe
they
the guy
got.
lied to me.
I
Wait,
mean,
go to the bottom one again. What's the guy next to the Pinnell chick? Let me see.
Jake Baker.
It's not what he looked like.
Hey, guys.
What?
How about Dick Spitz?
Yeah, Dick Spitz.
Yeah, they're coming in now.
Kenneth the Lap. It's funny.
I'm trying to see. Was his name Scott? Maybe.
That's God. I don't remember.
Okay. All right. Well, we can.
Cal Strength. I think that's where. Who's the girls? The 2 girls that are a couple who came on the show. They're from.
Isn't there a CrossFitter whose husband trains at Cal Strength?
Yeah, Carolyn Prevost and Alexis.
Carolyn Prevost and her girlfriend or wife or whatever that other girl is.
Yeah,
to
she
her
trained there. Carolyn trained there. Yeah.
No,
fiance. Sorry, Hiller. Fiance. Her fiance. They
Yeah,
trained
that's
there.
important.
Get it right.
Who has the husband who is the strong motherfucker who works there? There's a CrossFit female who has a husband who's as strong as fuck, male, Cal Strength weightlifter.
Oh, KD Hogan.
No, that's Jesse Burdick, and he's a power lifter.
Like they're a semifinal plus level female current present day athlete. I just don't remember.
I don't know any semifinal people.
You just covered the semifinal.
Only games. But I push out all those names out of my brain.
Wait, are you talking about the chick that got like busted for steroids too?
No.
Oh, the
that's someone
Asian
else.
chick?
Yeah, because you remember that story. You remember that
You
story?
know that one. I wouldn't forget that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was like she should have spits.
Hey, is she in the clear? Could that chick get a video?
That one? No. It's kind of done and dusted and quiet and
Yeah, it's just that there's semen involved, so it's kind of fun.
Hey, you know his crazy story about the guy that she was like with at the time?
Yeah.
He started to get like heavy into like drugs and stuff, and like started doing like male stripping, and was out in Vegas and had a DUI and freaking crashed and killed somebody.
no shit.
Yeah, like and during the thing there was some last thing I heard. Yeah. See, they know Scott Hasaka's still in jail. Yeah, that was him.
Oh,
And-
no.
And like bit off half his tongue on the impact, I guess, too. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, Hiller upgraded his camera like a fucking week ago.
I did.
Stuntman.
Couple weeks ago.
Stuntman Mike.
The camera is good. The microphone sucks, apparently.
Camera is amazing.
I couldn't pull the trigger on the A7S3 or whatever.
So, pimples, hair. Don't tell me. Not having babies.
Look at it.
Those are the 3.
Oh, I like that zoom.
The hair.
Zoom feature.
I would never touch my camera. I'd be scared to death. It would the whole thing would fall
It
apart.
would fall off.
Yeah. So those you made this video on the side effects of TRT. One of them is like if you're not gonna have if you're gonna have kids, you might not want to. If you like are adamant about no hair growing on your body, you shouldn't do it. And you might get a pimple or 10. Hey, dude, you showed a 10 in your video of like a back, what it looks like as a 10. And then you said you were a 3 to a 5. You're not a 3 to a 5. You're like a 1 to a 1.2.
I think that I just had one giant motherfucker that was really getting to me, and I'm like, I'm a 10. I'm a 10, but it's like 1.
Yeah, it's a 1. I was like, what the fuck? He's so hard on himself. Okay. Are your nipples swelling?
No way, man.
Just any excuse, huh? Hello, we just get that shirt up.
There they are. They look good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you look fucking great.
Just the nipples. They look good.
Maybe. Does your dad have hair on his chest?
My dad has never fucking shaves, dude. He has no hair on his face
Wow.
or his body. He's hairless as shit. But I do remember that as I was growing up, my mom would like pop the pimples on his back, and he fucking hated it. So I guess that was in the genome.
Dude, if my wife has one shortcoming, my wife has no skills for that. I would say the last fight we've ever had that's not around the kids is because I'm just like, how the fuck are you supposed to be an A+ mate if you can't pop a pimple?
That's gross.
Alexis is the master of it.
It's so nice, isn't it? Having someone do that for
Wasn't
you.
she like an esthetician or whatever?
She
right?
is.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, she like loves it.
yeah.
And she's got all the tools, and it's great. And actually, she's got this machine where she can like give me a back facial. It's called, which is weird, but it's great. Yeah, it's pretty nice.
That's wide open. That's wide open. That's wide
Back
open.
facial.
Hey, I was right here on this one. I'm like, yeah, you like those back facials, don't you?
Big fan.
Yeah.
It's a big area.
How's everything else going? Are you on time with all your injections? What's this thing you keep saying that you're taking also with the TRT?
Sevan.
Yeah, what's that?
It's supposed to make you produce more growth hormone. It's a peptide.
Is it a pill?
It's an injection. It's
Is
like
it-
you do it in an insulin needle. So it's a much smaller needle, and you can just throw it under the skin.
And do you think that's doing anything?
That's the one I think that I felt immediately. So in my initial videos, I said that my sleep almost immediately felt different. Like I didn't need as much of it, or I'd wake up feeling different. And there's no reason that the testosterone should have been doing that. It's like a 4 to 5 week kick-in period. But I do think that tends to keep me leaner. And that's supposedly what growth hormone does for you. I'm under the assumption it's working well.
Keep you leaner by managing your diet, your sweet tooth, or
No, I feel warmer a lot, with the exception of now I'm wearing shorts and it's 25 degrees outside. But I guess it's
hot.
So that elevation in core body temperature, I think, keeps you just burning more calories over the course of the day, and that's supposed to be something that happens along with the growth hormone production increase.
what about this dude who was on my podcast today? We didn't get into it much, but he was saying that ice baths will increase your testosterone levels. Have you heard anything about that?
I'm not talking down upon your guests.
No, it's okay.
I've never
Okay,
heard
go ahead.
about it, and I don't think. I mean, people do it, and they say that there's good to it, but I don't think testosterone production is one of the positives to an ice bath.
Do you do ice baths?
I have, and I think that there's benefit to it, but I don't think testosterone production is one of those benefits.
Has anybody ran a test? Have you read anything where they've actually tested it?
No.
That'd be interesting.
But I recently re-listened to a Rogan episode probably 3 times through, and what he says in it I would agree with, which it has aerobic benefit. And I know I've heard Fraser talking about his protocol going from hot to cold in conjunction with his aerobic conditioning. And that I have seen literature backing up. But testosterone production.
Why don't you ice bath? You do so much other shit.
Well, what do you mean by other shit?
Like you're just, your diet, your training.
And
Access.
Access is good. I was a member of a local gym for a bit, but I just didn't get out there quite as much as I should have, especially recently. So I dumped that one. But they had an ice bath in there. It was like at 35 degrees.
Why don't you just why don't you stand in the cold shower?
I've done that. I used to do that all the time with my Whoop on, and I would see how it would affect my sleep before and after, and hot and cold. I would do all that.
Would you let it get really cold?
There's something about sitting in the tub of cold where you can't really escape it. It just kind of it's encompassing you. It's like the idea when you're in the ocean. It's like the Titanic movie. You're fucked. You can't escape the cold water. It does something to your body that's different than water pouring over you in the shower. You know when you're sitting in the pool, and it's like you get in and it's cold. It's like a 70-degree pool, maybe 65. And then when you move, it gets colder. It's because your body has this little shield, like a little bubble around it, where it's not quite as cold as it is when you're just in a 38 to 40 degree tub.
Yeah, I hear you.
And your
Sevan, do you ice bath?
I really want to. I think I want to. I would love to have an ice bath and a sauna. I would.
We're talking with these people. I think we might be getting one of these.
That is
that's
okay. $30 or $1,000,
and it's inflatable.
When I was in Newport. I went in the ocean and it was freaking cold, and I went in there for 10 minutes with my kids. Until I saw Avi's lips turn blue.
They were just playing though. They probably didn't even care.
So that inflatable one, do you put ice in there?
Yeah, you would have to. It's not going to cold it on its own. But I mean,
glorified bathtub.
It's a one that you can move and
you can get a freezer, man, and just like go on Craigslist, buy an old freezer, like a chest freezer, and you're supposed to line it and protect the electrical components, of course, but you just turn that into a rigged up ice bath.
Yeah, I've seen
it
some
in
of those
and
before.
it's cold for you.
Yeah, that's Magnus, and that's the thing why I think maybe I'm lying to myself, because I have an ocean right down here that's really cold that I could just jump in every night.
Jeffrey Birchfield PubMed article. I'm assuming that's on testosterone and cold. That'd be cool.
All right, so you're having fun. You're loving the TRT.
I've ramped up the training for the gauntlet.
And hey, were you sore after 10 minutes of air squats? Oh, you were good. That makes me feel so good. I was so sore.
I was so upset with myself.
Oh,
I was like walking down the stairs the next day. I'm like, Alexis, what the hell? Were you sore?
Bro. My wife did it one day, and then when she saw me doing it again 2 days later, she did it, and she wasn't sore at all.
Yeah, you said she did it a couple of times, and she was good.
Yeah.
Well,
she does 300 air squats at least once or twice a week with the boys. And but Ari did it with me, or no, Ari did it with her recently, and he was really sore.
Was that one of the first times he got sore? Yeah. But
he's really sore today too. I had him do 100. I had him do 30 negative bar muscle ups and then 130 jumping bar muscle ups for time. He's so sore. Sorry, go ahead. I probably gave him rhabdo. Poor kid. He's
my goodness.
Yeah.
There's an entire world of jackasses that comments on CrossFit posts about how CrossFitters need performance-enhancing drugs to keep up with the volume of work that they do.
Yeah.
And all we just heard is that I got sore and you got sore because we put ourselves through a level of volume that we couldn't handle at that moment in time.
Right.
But you also said your wife did that, and then she did it again, and she was fine.
Yeah, 2 days later, and beat me both times.
It's something she regularly does, which is just something that all these jackasses on the internet don't understand. Like, they have to use steroids. How the fuck do they recover? Well, I'm on them, and I don't recover. So, and neither do you, but your wife does.
And you did 76 pull-ups the other day, and you weren't sore.
Yeah, I was good there. My hands are they're getting better. They're about good now.
Yeah, those look better.
They're better.
Which is pretty crazy.
But I wasn't sore there. My legs were fucked though. And TRT
Was it in 10 minutes of air squats? Wait, what is it?
10 minutes. Someone said in there that why would you take TRT? It was Barry McCockiner. Why would you take it if it's going to decrease your life expectancy? And there are a lot of situations where it would increase your life expectancy. And TRT doesn't decrease it, but steroid usage, not seen by a doctor, would likely. Sousa's got to do the 10-minute air squats.
Yeah, I do need to do that workout.
And that's
Someone-
funny.
To be
Look at
fair,
Chris.
Sevon's wife has to squat every time she kisses him. Eat a dick. Hey, it was good, right?
Hurdle, yeah, they did actually.
He schooled me. Hiller, when I was hanging out with Susan in Newport, I was like, hey, I'm going to do 10 burpees on the minute for 10 minutes. He's like, okay, I'll do it with you. We were just in one of the bedrooms, and me and him and Avi did it, I think. And this fucking dude does 10 burpees and then 10 air squats. And then Avi jumps in with him too. So these two, I'm just getting schooled.
I was
They're
hoping
doing 10 burpees and 10
what?
air squats on the minute for 10 minutes. I dare someone to try that at home. It'd fucking kill you. What'd you say, Hiller?
I was hoping you were to say, and then Avi jumps in. He did 10 burpees, 10 air squats, and 10 push-ups on the minute or some shit like that.
Oh, he probably could have. I mean, at that, like halfway through, I was like, shit, why did I do this? Because now he's not gonna stop, and I have to keep doing these air squats.
How hard was it?
It was good. It wasn't terrible, but you have to like continue to move. Like there's not a lot of time of a break. Because usually if you're jamming with those with your 10 burpees, it's like what, 35 seconds?
You ever done what's your best burpee, Imam? Like maintainable 10 minutes of burpees.
I have no idea.
You know, Fortitude, that rowing burpee workout, 30 minutes, alternating minutes, and it's 15-15. You can do that one, right?
Yeah. No, I think
No,
I made that one.
wait a
almost.
second. Wait a second. You how many minutes is that?
30. So it's 15 rounds. Every other minute you go minute 1, 15 cal row, minute 2, 15 burpee.
They just keep
It's
going.
a Ben
like that.
Bergeron special.
Yeah, it's hard as shit.
God damn.
I tried to go 20-20 on that once. And I think I got through minute 13 and exploded.
How many
Yeah.
meters is 15 calories?
240?
200. Yeah.
Oh man.
220?
Yeah.
It can't
Somewhere
be
right
much
between
more
the-
than 220.
Yeah, somewhere between the 2 and 200 meters, 220 range. But it's one of those workouts that you cannot let off the gas pedal at all, because the transition time to get on and off the rower and get the rower going to the time you have to get the
Jason knows.
burpees, you can't, like, there's not a lot of time in there. So if you start slowing down on your burpees, you're done. The workout's over. Because by the time you transition and get into your rower, 15 seconds is gone. And then by the time you pick it up and start to row and have to transition out, you're done. And once you fall behind, you don't pick it back. You can't pick it back up.
Hey, you got a rower over there. That should be your next workout video.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Well,
Fortitude?
I can't do that, but I could.
Well, I do
would
like
die.
10 and 10.
Yeah, that might be it.
10 and
There's this
10,
workout
that's
that I
really
used
good.
to do all the time, just like at least twice a week, where it was 250 calories, no, 250 meters on the rower, keep it always under a minute, 15 push-ups, 10 rounds. But there was no one, and the push-ups had to be unbroken. So I would probably take, I don't know, 10 to 20 seconds transition times.
Mm-hmm.
But that shit was hard.
In 2016, I did Froning's program for a month, like every workout. And that was probably the most shockingly challenging. There was a workout where it was something like a 300-meter row, and you had to do it in about a minute. And then you had to do 30 unbroken push-ups. And I think it was maybe every 3 or 4 minutes for 5 sets. So it was
Wow.
like 5 sets of 30 unbroken push-ups, and it was so shockingly hard.
I did 200 push-ups. I did
That's the workout that stands out in that program.
I did a 50-meter sprint, 10 push-ups, 10 rounds with the boys, and so 50-meter sprint,
Oh, that's good. On the beach?
10 push-ups. No, just in some park on the beach. 10 push-ups for 10 rounds. Then with my boys, and then soon as we were done, my wife showed up, and she's like, "Oh, I'm going to do that workout." So I did it again with her, and I was sore from 200 push-ups.
Yeah, those push-ups will get you.
Now,
No,
if you would have done it on the beach, you would have worked your calves, keeping you from looking like Dave Castro.
Thank you. I got little gnome calves anyway. They're fine.
Everything is harder on the beach. When you start running and doing like some sprints, it just tears you up.
I think Souza can do 350.
350 what?
Air squats in 10 minutes.
I think he's got to try.
349.
I mean, there's 3 of us here, and only one of them hasn't done it.
Right.
You got room in that? You got room in behind that bookshelf? It looks really.
Oh, I'm not doing them right now. If that's what you're
I
suggesting.
remember the blue tape you had on that wall. It looks good.
Nobody
You were
wants
very
to see
nice to Fikowski and Steffi Cohen. That was a great video.
Well, I got no reason not to be nice to him.
Right. It was a great video.
Not yet.
Right. And that one's a huge gift to the community too, I think, when you do a video like that.
I thought you were talking about their videos or her videos.
No, your video.
I do like it's what I used to do all the time as a competitor. Is I would scour the internet for stuff like that and just pull pieces out and stick them in my brain in case I ever needed it. Oh,
It was good. It's a great video. It's from 4 days ago. Brent Fikowski shares his secrets, and it's really good. Hiller got 329. I got 274. My wife got 301, and Matt Souza is going to get 349.
That'd be great.
What's the highest number you saw?
People were guessing that I had gotten like 500, and I go, "You understand that's 50 squats a minute, right?" Like,
I didn't stop. I didn't stop. Did you stop?
I did not stop.
My wife stops.
And
She rests.
she still beats you.
Yeah, she still beats me. Yeah,
She
I
does
didn't
the
stop.
sprint. Yeah, the sprint and go. I can't work out like that. I just end up burning out. I just have to be nice and consistent the whole time.
She does sets of 50.
How long is her break?
Not 5 seconds.
I've got this other one that I would do. I think it was just every 5 minutes, 4 sets. You do 100 as fast as you can, and like that. Maybe it was every 4 minutes. Because 5 minutes seems too long. I got it in my phone somewhere, but it hurts. You get really
No hard
on
hold.
your legs.
Plenty of depth. I don't need a depth check.
Mertens might be able to do 500. 50 a minute though. I don't know, dude.
I used to judge my own when I did the open. I used to judge myself, and the other employees at fucking CrossFit hated that.
Wait, how do you judge yourself?
I just fucking count my own reps. Fuck you. I don't need a judge.
And then
I just do my own. I just judge myself. I just judge
you have
myself.
an FB profile.
I'm
Like,
sure
can
somewhere.
we pull you up?
I'm sure.
Oh my goodness! I judge my own
Judge
reps.
myself. Yeah, it was so frowned upon. There was so much shit talking about me.
And you would like submit a score and everything, just like as if you just did it with everybody else. Oh. When was the last year you did the open?
I don't know, 1874. Fit Wars. Did you enjoy the whole Fit Wars experience?
Wait a minute. Someone made one for you.
Oh, they did?
How old are you?
50. I'm 50.
Wait a minute. You did it in 2020 and put your scores in?
No.
I'll send you a link. This might be it. Unless I sent you a link.
In the
to
private chat?
Private chat, yeah.
Oh, there's no photo, right?
No, I doubt I would put in a photo.
10,000.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
not even
that-
the right age group.
Yeah, no,
This is you.
that's probably me.
Can you show it? Let's see it. I
let's-
stopped looking.
Let Susie do it.
It says CrossFit HQ on there. It's pretty
Dave always made me do it. I didn't want to do the open. Dave made me do it. Pure pressure. 10,686. Can you see my scores?
That's all.
You got to go to the leaderboard to see your scores on
Hey,
workouts.
there couldn't have
Oh,
even
there
been.
we go. 2015.
Look at that 3,000.
Yeah, that can't be right.
Hippensteel did his reps all the way. I bet you could have beaten him.
That can't be right. I'm sure those other years. I don't even ever remember, to be honest with you, finishing the open. I don't ever remember doing all the workouts.
I really wanted you to have stats in here.
You
My
can't click
CrossFit Games profile says I weigh 248 pounds.
Oh, that's cool. Hey, you can't click and see what my scores were? Well, how come you can't do that?
You got to
What do
go
you
to leaderboard and then type your name in under the age group.
Oh,
I can
fuck
find that
that.
too.
Oh,
Oh,
that's a
fuck
filter.
that.
Why don't they just have it linked? Why shouldn't we just be able to like click you right here and like bring that up?
Because they don't have people there telling them how to do things the right way.
Oh, that's a good idea. Not for me, but for Hiller. Sevan, Hiller, do the open live this year and let the chat judge you.
Okay.
It's a great idea.
All right. We'll
Should I
host
sign
it.
up too?
I don't do. Yeah, no, I don't know.
I know. I'm
how
not
I feel
going to. That was a
about
joke.
it.
That was a joke. But
If
I
you're-
sent you your 2019 year.
If your affiliate owner says that, why not my 2015 year? It looked like I did good.
I just went to the
Best
most
year.
recent one.
Oh.
So in the private chat, I sent you that one, but I can also pull up the other one. Give me a minute. This is what I do. Alexis the other day was watching me navigate the games website. She's like, "What the fuck?" So
Yeah, this is you. This is you, dude.
Hey, I don't, and look at, I probably lied about who my judges are. I don't ever remember ever doing 200 feet of overhead lunge. I don't ever remember that.
Well, you got 31 box step ups in 10 minutes.
I also sent you the 2015. It's the next.
Okay,
one.
enough of this. This is HillerFit review. Enough.
You finished
of this.
48,000th in the world, all right, or overall in 2015. Also, by the way, now that we're on this topic, I really liked it when scaling was like a one thing leaderboard. If you follow that, like you would do workouts where you had to buy into the back end, and then hey, the first thing's a muscle up. Like you could do it or you couldn't, or like there is a muscle up and it ramps you up the leaderboard. It was just an exciting, easy, fluid way to understand it. And the second,
You mean as opposed to have scaling?
Well, yes. I really think that detracted from the fluidity of the season and the easiness of the concept. Like, hey, why not just do that first workout? First workout's 5-minute AMRAP of burpees. If people want to lose their shit because they're going to lose spots to the games, get better at fucking burpees.
Hey, do you think they did that? Do you think they had to do that out of necessity because the people got so good in the front? Or do you think it was just a marketing ploy they thought, not marketing. Let me rephrase that. Do you think it was just a way to try to seem like we were including more people?
Yeah, that's what I think it is. Because I agree. I think like Dave was really good at programming it in a way to where it didn't need to necessarily have a scaled version because it made the early movements were more accessible. But also too, there was a ton of people that would like PR and go like crazy. Like even just like their first chest to bar because they had to do it because they were forced to in that one workout. Or like their first 95-pound overhead squat, or their first muscle up because they got to that point in their workout.
And all year gave you something to work towards. So
yeah,
like,
exactly.
You had to do chest to bars, and that workout was 33, 27, 21, 15, 9. What is that? 20 or 19.5.
Yeah,
and it's like I got through the thrusters. It took me 4 minutes because that bar is heavy for me, 95 pounds. There's totally people out there, and then they get 3 chest to bars. It's 3 more than I got last year, and they worked all year to do it, and it brings them up the leaderboard.
Yeah, and we had plenty of people.
Perfect.
We had plenty of people that attempted it, like let's say double unders, and just struggled, maybe got 2 in the 15-minute window or whatever it is, right? And then just said, okay, well, I'm done. And then we'd just redo the workout in a scaled version unofficially. So that way they could still get their workout and still like go through it to get the stimulus, but to get points on the board, they just did it as the RX version as much as they could.
The last year, 2015, was that the last year that they had one set of workouts? I think 2016 they introduced the scaled workouts.
I hated all that scaled shit. I hate that shit.
I 100% agree.
Just make the programming so we can all do it, and then those of us who can't do it just fall off the back. When's Dave coming back on the show? I've invited him on like 6 times in the last 6 months. I thought like after I had Dawn on, I could get Dave back on. He's finicky.
So 2015. Hey everybody, I am curious what the comments they have to say about what they feel about scaling the open workouts, and if they think it's better the way Susan and I also think that it's better.
What about me? Can I be in that?
You already said. You said that you think it's better. Like the scaling shit, you said was stupid.
We all agree.
15.1 was the 15 toe to bar, which people can make their way through if they're in an affiliate, right? For the most part. And if they can't, they can work towards it. It was 10 deadlift, 10 snatch for 9 minutes. It was the AMRAP, the triplet. And 115 for the men, 75 for the women. And it's a weight where I think that large portion of people can work towards it.
Mm-hmm. And the toe to bar started with that workout, right? 15 toes to bar?
Correct, yeah. And then 15.1A was the max clean and jerk, which it's a ground to overhead. And it's just like where you want to fall on the leaderboard. Everyone can do that too. It's also cool, and that's what Castro is really good at, programming for those sorts of things.
Yeah, and Adrian can do it too. I just want to answer this. That was a moneymaker scale division, kind of. But at least when I was there, it was to get more people, and obviously more people means more money. But it really was to get more people. Like, how can we
using it is too?
I think we were more excited about like, hey, can we break 200,000? Can we break 300,000? Can we break 400,000? Like we were excited.
Yeah, so make it easier to understand, so more people will sign up.
Right, and they fucked that up by. There's a bunch of ways they fucked it up. How was Fit Wars? Did you like doing that? Do you think Fit Wars was? Hey, what if I
Excellent.
told you this? Fit
I'm
Wars
out.
was just a one-hit wonder.
Fuck off.
Like it's a one-hit wonder, and it's not like it was good, but like next time the numbers are gonna plummet.
I just watched Scott's video, Clydesdale Media, and he seemed to like it. He thought it was good. He doesn't think it's a one-hit wonder.
Well, it was good. Everyone liked it. It was good. It was great. It was awesome.
So why do you think it might be? Is it just like the pizzazz? You don't actually think that. I heard the next one's on the Sevan Podcast channel.
Oh, it's gonna be a hit. What did I say?
I was gonna make an analogy and say they say keeping money's harder than making it.
What if? I don't know. I'm excited for the second one. I think it's going to be, for me, I think it's going to be hard to get two people who are going to excite me as much as those two. And
I'll put that to the test.
yeah.
Yeah.
And when I say I mean I'll make Nick do it.
Yeah. I think it's going to be, I don't know if I'm playing devil's advocate. I'm just thinking about it in terms of that's going to be a hard thing to follow. Tetlow and Mertens.
It was good.
Mhm.
Yeah. And it was very good. And the programming was very good. And it was very close. And
Did you like the workout when you saw it? What'd you think? Either of you guys?
dude, it was fucking dope.
I thought it was awesome. I was immediately thinking like, all right, how could I get this? How could I program this for the affiliate?
Did you?
Like, yeah. It'll come up in the next like week or so. I'm already a few weeks out, but I enjoyed it. I watched it. I thought you guys did a killer job.
Yeah, here's the thing. Yeah, backstories. The more Scott's absolutely right. The more we can do to build it up and have other people like talk to these people and build it up, you know. Did Morning Chalk Up support it at all?
No.
Did Talking Elite Fitness support it at all?
No.
So who are the people who support it? I want to write this down. The rest you can.
Jason CF Media,
Jason CF Media.
Barbell Spin, Clydesdale, Launcher Leaderboarding.
What? Why?
You guys, of course.
Why the fuck? Can you go to Morning Chalk Up real quick?
Mm-hmm.
How the fuck did they not cover that?
That is interesting. I didn't even think about that. I was too busy keeping up. I'm like, wow, it's being covered.
Did they not even like elevate it in their platform or anything? Like post it on their story or?
Hiller versus the Liver King.
Oh, that would be cool. Hey, maybe we could get that.
We might be able to get that.
Maybe we could get that. That would be insane, dude.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
I'm gonna go.
That'd be a lot of fun.
That's where his most recent post was, right?
Wow, that would okay. No, put their art. Okay, so then scroll back the other way. 22 questions with Alex Gazan. That's good. Well, no, go back to athlete Mikey Whittius. Okay, that's the Nike guy, the really short guy. Okay, with the crazy back squat. Programming strongman workouts with Rob Orlando. Okay, that's cool. Things to do now help you crush the 2023 Open. Okay, Paige Powers. That's the Mayhem athlete girl, right?
Yep.
The crazy wide V back. Okay, I remember her. A CrossFit Games athlete Rainer Hartman describes battling through ALS diagnosis and new life outlook. Okay. Sean Sweeney's the Cowboy Way highlight community sport. Sean, I think Sean, is Sean an affiliate? Okay, well, we'll give Sean a pass. Good dude. Sophia Shaft. Sophia Shaft workout of the. Okay, I don't know who the fuck that is. From overweight to depressed. CrossFit's elite for James Sprague. James was depressed and overweight. I didn't know that. For double unders, crossovers, and tier to baggy t-shirts, which 2000? Shut the fuck up. You're covering that garbage instead of it's simply nuts.
I don't
You gotta check.
It's simply Manda versus Sporty Beth. Oh my god.
Oh, baby.
Let me tell you something. I will get Hiller to formally say that he was wrong about anything and everything he said about those ladies if they'll come on.
Oh, damn, you're good. You're savage.
Thank you.
I guess the camera's got a battery life or an overheat.
Oh wow. Okay.
Sure,
That happens.
The A7S3, huh?
No, the A7S3 overheats too when you use it as a
Streamer.
Webcam too. Yes. I'm actually surprised this one I just leave on all the time. This is the
600.
a 6500 or something.
I would see Mander versus Beth.
Why aren't they covering it? Why wouldn't those guys? What an incredible! Is that all ego?
On their Instagram either.
Is that all ego? That's all that is. They're like, because they talked about it. They're like, did CrossFit put anything on their Instagram?
Did CrossFit?
Yeah.
You think they're gonna help this guy's YouTube channel? You think they're? I wonder if they would have had. I wonder if Nick would have gone to Talking Elite Fitness if CrossFit would have posted it. That's a good question. Because that they also wouldn't have said anything if it was on this channel.
Oh, bro, let me tell you something. If it was on Talking Elite Fitness, they would have done like one of those shows that they do, like Games Real Talk or whatever. I don't know what the name of their show is, but they have a show like Leaderboard Checkup or what? They have something. Someone will say it in the comments. Tommy and Shawnee have something. And they would have for sure done something.
It's Talking Elite Fitness, homie.
That's all ego. No, but no, it's Talking Elite Fitness, but they have a show like the way Lauren Khalil has The Bottom Line. You know what I mean? Like they have a show that's
inside
like
the leaderboard.
Oh, inside the leaderboard.
Yeah.
Games channel though. That's done and dusted. When the media team went away, so did that, I believe.
Okay, don't ruin my story. They have some way of covering it over there.
Talking Elite Fitness.
Yeah, there's nothing on CrossFit's Instagram.
Hey,
Someone will tell you in the comments. It's me.
That's all ego, by the way. There's no reason not to support that. Colton Mertens is an amazing ambassador for CrossFit. So is Scott Tetlow. It's like they're such jackasses. You're only hurting yourself, guys.
Oh, this is cool.
That's a lot of words.
You're only hurting yourself. Why'd you pull that up?
It talks about why street parking is still an affiliate.
Okay, should I read it?
No,
Okay.
they're just an affiliate. I was just scrolling through. We're just looking at CrossFit's Instagram.
What did Morning Chalk Up's Instagram look like? Did they post it on there and
No.
then make an article on it? Okay.
No.
Who runs their Instagram? Katie Gannon?
I do believe so. Yeah,
But she probably had to pass it through Patrick Woke Blanner check.
for sure.
Is there a way to see downloads for people's podcasts? Or can you only see them if you own the platform of which they're being hosted?
I have no idea.
You mean through iTunes, and you can get a ranking subscription and see where they all rank. There's like 2.7 million podcasts.
Well, that's fine. I guess you could get some reference then.
God, that's so disappointing that they wouldn't support that.
How many is that? How many thousand? It had like 4.7 thousand views last I checked, which is good. That's cool.
It's more than that now.
It's not disappointing because Fit Wars needs it. They don't bring anything to it. It's disappointing because they went out of their way not to support it.
It would have been easy too.
You know that they're just hurting themselves. Yeah.
That is interesting. Oh, here's what zombie.
What do you say?
Morning Chocolate started following me. That's about it.
I remember he goes, "I've made it."
There's no way that I'm shorter than Scott Tetlow and Colt Mertens. Just significantly weaker. There's no way I'm shorter than them.
Yeah, you're not. I've been around Colton.
Guys, I lost 2 followers when I put up my Glassman video.
Oh, okay. Let's talk about your Glassman video. Floyd.
I was teeing that up for you. I figured you'd want to at some point.
Very, very
followers.
What? I heard you. Why did you weigh into that space? What made you think of that? What? Holy shit! I watched that video was 18 minutes long. That video felt like it was 5 minutes long to me when I watched it.
Some motherfucker in the comments said I had to make it shorter. I'm like, you kidding? This one did by like a breeze.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've made videos where I've rewatched them like, oh no, dude, what were you doing? I think I said it in there actually. I put out the video where I compared the Liver King to Greg Glassman, and I brought up my definition of the word sorry. And it wasn't a sorry I said it, it's a sorry you feel that way.
Yeah. I remember that was good. That was a good.
Also a third option, which is don't say fucking anything because you don't have to. And people were pretty on board with that from what I gathered in the comments.
With what you said, the distinction you made.
Correct. Well, like number one is he didn't have to say anything, which he didn't. And number two is he didn't have to say sorry by the general meaning of the word, which is I'm sorry for saying that I won't do it again. Because there's a time and a place for that. But my Jeffrey Dahmer thing I thought was funny.
Yeah, but you needed to put Dahmer in there. I agreed. I saw one of the comments like, "What? No Dahmer clip?" When you mentioned Dahmer.
I have the glasses, my blue light blocking Dahmer glasses. I just didn't have them on or around me.
Oh. Hiller should do a natty or not on He Who Shall Not Be Named.
Voldemort.
Be good. Be good. Okay. Hey, can we read through some of these comments?
Yeah. Do you want me to bring them up? You want to read them
Yeah,
off here? Or do you want to just do them on your end?
No, you can. No, you can bring them up and we'll read them. Do you care, Hiller?
He's a magical being. No. Of course not.
I have to pee again. Fuck.
Oh, what?
I think you
Maybe I
should
do
go
have
get your
diabetes.
prostate check, dude. Pushing up on that bladder.
I like your cuts in this. How'd you get away with using such long cuts?
Secrets, man.
All right, fair enough.
Well, the secret is you got to delicately pick out 6.5 second portions of the film, and you got to keep it under 3 minutes in totality.
Okay, so if it doesn't go one continuous thing that the AI picks up because you cut a chunk out of it, it restarts your 6 seconds, but it can't go longer than 3 because it'll put it together still.
Correct.
Okay. Interesting. I figured that was.
There's a word for that. It's like general something usage.
Yeah.
And like in music, I think it's 30 seconds, and in movies and film, it's upwards of 3 minutes.
Yeah, your cuts were good. I liked your parallels you drew there.
I was actually really proud of my number 1, number 2, number 3. Constantly heard functional movements and performed at high intensity. I thought that was funny. He gets on base.
Before anyone says anything crazy about my peen, you try fasting for 24 hours, 36 hours, what I do, and drink 15 glasses of water and 4 cups of coffee and see what happens to you throughout the day. Cock. Nice cock.
You like that?
1963. Okay, I'm going to read some of these to you. Why isn't Sevan on TRT? There's no fucking way I'm going to be tied to something twice a week for the rest of my fucking life. No fucking way. Well, at least I don't think so. Maybe it's like kids. Andrew will have kids and I'll get juiced up. I want to do it so bad though. I just can't. I like to keep my life so simple. I don't even wash my hair. Okay, here we go. What is ironic is if Greg Glassman would have not stepped down, eventually all those athletes that said they were not going to compete in CrossFit would have ended up competing anyway because there isn't anywhere else to go in this sport except the CrossFit Games. He should have stayed. You can say like one sentence about that. Go, Hiller.
It would have been awesome had he had stayed and not said anything because this comment is correct.
Souza, you get a half a sentence.
Choose it. Let me pull it. JR here.
Trying to limit your words so you guys will be fast, not because you'll take more time.
Yeah.
Burpee muscle ups.
I
shit. Bruce Wayne just did the squat workout. 345. Savage.
You son of a bitch.
Savage.
Better see a video of that. I agree with that statement.
Yeah, it's right. Yeah, I was going to say duh. Comment 2.
Cowardice is what it is.
Comment 2. I do not know enough to have a solid opinion on what happened with Glassman when Glassman was run out of CrossFit. I have never met the guy or was involved in any part of the situation that resulted from his statement. However, he did. I mean, listen, everyone at home, did you hear what this guy said? That's all of you. That's all of you. Good job, doll. I mean, that's all of you. None of you have fucking met him or know anything about the situation. However, he did create probably one of the best things to happen in the health and fitness arena. The methodology was cutting edge, which is lacking now in this corporate atmosphere that CrossFit is in now. If you don't see that, you're missing something. Like, don't be like, no, this guy's wrong. No, it's more than it is. It's more than just one man. You're missing something, and I'll get into that later. Since his departure, CrossFit has lost its swagger, and the CrossFit Kool-Aid has lost its sweetness. Right or wrong, I would still thank Mr. Glassman because he has saved my life and countless others who have adopted the methodology. Thanks. What's the one reply? Word. Oh, yeah. Okay, you get to say one word, Hiller.
I just replied to it too. I said, damn straight.
Okay. Susan?
It's good. I like what he said there about lost its sweetness.
Yeah, it's
and
well
it's
said.
swagger. That's awesome.
Well
Good
said.
stuff.
I read the thread on Twitter that day and understood what he was trying to do. So frustrating that people are so quick to judge. Cancel culture is so stupid. The comment he made was Floyd 19. And if you haven't gone to the HME website, or if you don't know about the Imperial College study, then you have no. How are you mad at him? How did you figure out what Floyd 19 even meant? How would you have known if you didn't go to the IHME website? Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up for you. The IHME website, because that what it was. Institute of Health and Metrics and Evaluation. They're the ones who gave us our COVID guidelines. Them and the Imperial College.
What the fuck, man?
Camera overheated. You know what it is? It's that semaglutide or whatever you're taking got you so warm it's like overheating all your gear.
Yeah, I know it's frustrating. I'm just gonna leave it on this guy.
He's not on semaglutide either, by the way, people. That's a yeah.
Yeah, you're good. Whatever. Similar, same thing.
Yeah, another great comment. None of the. Hey, listen, that I feel sorry for that guy who wrote that, because it's like you're so alone because you actually know what you don't know, and all the angry people just made shit up. How do you know someone made shit? How do you know someone's a liar? Because they said that they understood Floyd 19 without going to the IHME website. What's IHME stand for, Sevan? Well, damn, if I could bring that. Oh, they took down the, I'll make it up. Institute of Health Metrics. I forget what the E stands for. It's a health data website. They're the ones who give us the guidelines for COVID that suggested quarantine for 2 years. Uh-oh. They also were planning on weighing in along with the Imperial College on how to fight racism. Putting it together. I read the thread. What drove me nuts was that Greg Glassman wasn't given time to apologize, make a statement, or do whatever. Hey, and there were tons of people really, really close to him that could have talked to him. Affiliates all over jump ship. But the thing is that's another thing. Not that many affiliates jump ship. Less than 500. I want to say it's less than 300, but it's definitely less than 500. Affiliates all over jump ship without a second thought, many of which are still unaffiliated. None of us needed to know where CrossFit stood on BLM. That is for you and your affiliate to discuss in your community. Greg Glassman saved my life and gave me access to health education that no school would ever teach. Thanks for ruining CF woke culture. I'd put Greg up for helping melanated people more in his lifetime than anyone else alive.
Yeah,
I would put Greg Glassman up against any human being alive in his fucking lifetime. There's been some beasts.
Anybody who stepped foot in CrossFit HQ, that was the most diverse workplace too. Santa Cruz.
Maybe it hasn't been realized yet, his contribution, but fucking A, let me tell you something. I don't know how many melanated people there are on the planet, but every single one of them has access to it the same way we all have access to it. And to save their lives. Gave you the fucking cure for cancer that you can fucking do. Great insight, cure for type 2 diabetes. Great insights in this video. Glassman had an innovative idea that turned into a prioritized mission and vision that nobody understood and had a huge backlash. Some of you probably don't remember, but squatting below parallel, he's kicked out of so many gyms for that. That was so fucking controversial. The eating low carb diet, dude, people threatened his life for that in the beginning. Facebook pages with hundreds of thousands of people who belong to them were shut down because they prescribed to the low carb lifestyle. You guys forget so much of that. I don't understand what Floyd 19 means. What I observed was a guy basically giving people an answer for a serious problem in our society. Right. Dude, that cut together of the constantly very functional movement, high intensity. Whoa, that was brilliant. Glassman's comment was truth. It's been a while, but the way I remember it, it felt like Greg was having high friction with many affiliates, and I think affiliates just wanted a reason to de-affiliate, and his Twitter was just the excuse affiliate owners were looking for. In my eyes, was a franchise war that had a crazy way of ending. I think you're onto something there, but not a lot of affiliates. But you have to remember when he just owned it, yeah, he took a brunt of the criticism, but he faced it head on. Greg would just come out in the open and you could ask him a question. My affiliate's suffering. And Greg would be like, how come? He's all, because they'd be like, because one just opened up down the street that did a Groupon. And Greg would be like, well, what's your personality like? And he would just right in front of like 300 people talk it out with the person. He never walked away. He never hid. Do you know how much hiding is going on right now? Tons. That's why Hiller's killing it. All the other gophers are hiding. He's out. He's out and about. Great analysis. Was too painful for me that moment. I always was on his side and never changed till today. I don't wear a CrossFit shirt so proudly as I used to be. Fuck, I never, ever wear one anymore. Greg built a company. Other people wanted his company. Greg made a comment. The people who wanted him out took advantage of the situation, saw an opportunity. Yeah. Let's leverage the melanated people and the racists who are pretending to protect melanated people to get this guy out. Now you're getting close. I miss you, coach. This video is awesome. Hiller, did you listen to Andy Sum's podcast when he added his take on Greg and some of the stuff he witnessed behind the scenes?
I replied.
Yeah. I listened to it.
Yeah, but he also backed down with that.
Yeah, he didn't say shit.
That's what I remember.
I can tell you all sorts of.
I could have said all this shit.
Yes, I could tell you all sorts of ambiguous stuff about people. I heard way worse.
The grocery store. I'm not going to tell anyone what you did there today, dude. I can't tell anybody what I saw.
Please don't.
Please don't. I don't want you to get in trouble.
Wait, what did he do? I'm assuming it's bad. Was it bad?
It's worse than you think.
Oh shit! I knew it.
Let's just say you wouldn't want to be sitting on that chair.
Okay, I walked out with a 6-pack of Coca-Cola. I would love for you to point at anything that Andy actually said. He didn't say shit.
He alluded to a lot.
It's the woke playbook. Yeah, he just protected his ass so he fucking wouldn't get the shit suit out of him. There's nothing to say. There's nothing you're going to say bad about Greg that it's just so frustrating that anyone would even bring that up.
What?
Just even bring up what Andy's podcast. What was the substance you got out of there? So in a second, someone's going to bring up the New York Times article. I'd love to fucking know what you saw in there that was so damning. You lose me when you compare Glassman to Liver King. Then compare Glassman to Billy Bean. Some people might think you're indirectly comparing Liver King to Billy Bean, which I think would be far from close. I don't even know what he's talking about. He could compare fucking Greg to Dr. Seuss if he wants. I'm not sure what. And Glassman sold his vision. You could compare fucking Hitler to Nelson Mandela. You can compare whatever you want. How did you get lost? If you need a clickbait video idea, in a way, the NSCA won. Fuck yeah. No, the NSCA didn't win. The affiliates lost.
Ooh,
that's how you tied it.
The affiliates lost. Hiller and I had a chat today after I watched the video. Whoa. And imagine if I told you that my life goal was to catch child molesters.
This is good.
And I was like, under no circumstances will I stop until every child molester is caught. And I catch them. And I catch the child molesters.
The biggest child molester, the prize child molester.
Top of the top, the guy who's doing it all.
Okay.
And then you say to me, I give you some money to let him go.
100 million.
100 million. It's a great number.
Okay.
And I say, okay, fine. Now what I've done to you, I've told the whole world that under no fucking circumstance will anyone stop me. It's my number one priority to fucking get the world's top child molester. And then you just proved me wrong by offering me $100 million.
Yeah.
And the parallel is, what's the parallel?
NSCA was let off the hook.
Why?
Yeah.
They were never going to be let off the hook under Greg. Ever. Do you know how many times they tried to settle that case?
Because his biggest goal was
to cut the cancer out that was attacking affiliates. And if you don't know what the NSCA is doing, there were several things that they were trying to do, but they had opened war on the affiliates, saying that CrossFit was dangerous and that it was very dangerous and was injuring people. And on top of that, they were trying to make a licensure play on all trainers worldwide. Do you know what that would do? That means that CrossFit Level 1 wouldn't have meant shit anymore. You had to take your CrossFit Level 1 and pay the NSCA.
Yeah.
Because they would be the licensure group, the same way, like if you want to braid hair in Utah, you woke motherfuckers, you act like you care about melanated people, but you push for that shit.
You didn't even get to that super comment thread on there. I don't even know where the hell that went. It's got 18 replies right now.
Is that the one that I got into it? Well, I realized I was commenting from my Capable Child account because that's the one I'm logged into on my phone. But did you see at the very end, the guy kind of like chilled. We found common ground.
Well, I don't know why I can't see them all.
Yeah, sometimes I can't see them all either. It's so weird.
It says 18. I don't see 18 replies.
I can see him. You have to click like another button that says show more replies.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Like, who is in there that I can't see, and why can't I see them? I've never blocked a single person on any platform ever. Why can't I see them? Because I'm blocked, possibly, but why would they be on my channel if I'm blocked?
Yeah,
you're not even defending anyone, which is what's crazy.
18 on there?
What?
Can you see 18 different people?
Keep going. Keep going.
8, 9.
I do want to say this. Here's the
11.
takeaway, by the way.
Yeah, I don't see 18. What the hell?
Wikipedia is not fucking reliable in the slightest.
Remember when we were the CEOs and head judges and shit?
and just because they put what their source is doesn't make them reliable. And like Wikipedia, they erased it. Oh, maybe they did.
1 second. I'm going to like the held for review. Let's see. I guess there are held for review. What the fuck? All right, what do you want to talk about?
Easy. Where's my comment?
I saw yours, Bruce.
Anyway, I fucking love the video. It fires me up. It touches me. It touches home for me. Someone in there said, "Well, did you read the New York Times article?" Yeah, only 5 times. Did you not see the post that Hiller made where the lady is saying like, "Where's all the ladies at? Where's all the stuff that they allude to? Where is it?"
Can't find anything. I've gone through this stage where there's like levels of looking, and it's almost like everyone's like, "Oh yeah, okay, I'm gonna go with that," and it's like the first like gut instinct, and that's how they are with everything. And like once that's how you are with everything, it's like, oh fuck, here we go. It's why I'm like that with the Liver King. It's like I'm like that with Greg Glassman. You see it in the. How did you like me plugging in that my video from 11 months ago?
Oh, that was good. Like, God, you've gotten so much better. All I thought was, wow, you've gotten so much better.
I like that old mic. The old microphone was hilarious.
I've thrown that thing out, but I thought it was just so funny. I'm sitting there and I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with you? He didn't say anything.
I'll ask Greg now.
What are you going to ask him?
What's the origin of 2159? I forget.
I thought it came from 9 being just a better number than 10, and it's a mental thing.
Maybe. Let me ask him.
Maybe it's deeper than that.
I always thought like 9 is a single digit, and it's like, oh, I got to do 10. And you can go 5 and 5 on 10, but like, what do you do 5 and 4? And if you're going to do 5 and 4 in your head, then it's like, well, 4 is easier than 5. I might as well just do it unbroken. And it brought out the intensity in CrossFit.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't a thing. No, none of those weird numbers were, right? It was just all 10s.
It would be 2015-10. 2159 is unique and genius. And yeah, the number 3, they're derivatives of one another. If you were to go 3-3-3, it's like, well, it's only 3.
Oh.
5 is easier than 4.
I love a Taylor self focus on the numbers too, just on the way it looks, feels.
So
sounds.
I have an interesting theory on the numbers here that I actually used in a case where we tested it and trained it. So we found the minimum amount of time that ATP can restore. Hiller, you'd probably like to nerd out on this and you could try it. And it was like 30 seconds, right? So within 30 seconds, that's like an actual time where ATP can restore, but that's like the minimal amount of time. You start to go more, obviously, you get more of it, right? So you get more juice in your muscles. So here's the workout. You do a max effort set of pull-ups, right? And then you drop down, you rest exactly 30 seconds, and then you drop back up and do a max effort unbroken set of pull-ups. Then you drop down, rest exactly 30 seconds, jump back up, and then hit a third final set. And then what you do is you take the numbers of each 3 sets that you did, and then you calculate your percentage of fatigue rate between each set. So if I got 10 and then I went to 5, I had 50%. right? Fatigue rate from my first set to my second set.
That's a number in your head, right?
Right.
Okay. Yep.
You know what I'm talking about? And then if I go from 5 reps to 3 reps, I could calculate my rate of percentage again there. Whatever that is.
Whoa. 30-second AMRAP and pull-ups.
No. 1 max effort unbroken set of pull-ups.
Yeah, same thing.
30 seconds exactly rest.
Got it.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Are they strict or are they kipping? Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. You
Hold
could
on,
apply
let
it
him get to the fucking punchline, and then you can ask all the details.
Okay,
Let him get to the
So,
punchline.
so you could basically apply that to whatever workout you want. Okay.
Masturbating. You could use that, Hiller.
So the idea is that once we have all 3 of your numbers and we calculated the rate of percentage of fatigue between the two, our job was to then train that and then retest that as a benchmark to see if that way, if I got 10 on my first set, then 5, I would have a bigger rate of percent. So then if I do my next set after I retest and I've trained and I get 5 and I go to 8, I'll have a 20% rate of fatigue. And then if I go from 8 to, 6, it's the other 20%, 40% from the top to the bottom. And then you could start to measure your fitness in that way. And at one point I stumbled upon that like 25% is kind of optimal. And then if you apply that to it, it roughly comes out to the 21-15-9.
Oh shit! So
I hope Greg says that.
so just to see, so you're saying that if you did 100 pull-ups the first time, then after 30 seconds rest, then you would do 75.
Yeah, and you'd have a 25%.
Right.
Just
I just did that for
simple.
easy math. Wow.
Yeah.
And that's optimal. You know what I would guess? I would guess that I would guess that the percentage always stays the same. It's just your first rep would get bigger.
Well,
but I mean, I'm open to being wrong. I mean, obviously I am wrong.
But what we want is I don't want to train you just to be somebody who's really good at 1 max effort set. I want to be able to train you to somebody that could go to close to failure and then recover very quickly and then get close to that same set again. So we don't have these big discrepancies. And how I actually applied this to the Firefighter Academy is I came up with a workout. It was a short run. Then they did a bunch of presses with a light bar. Then they threw a hose bundle and they took a kettlebell that weighed the same as a chainsaw, and they did step ups. And then I measured it in a certain amount of time. So it'd be like a 3-minute window. And then their score was however many step ups they could get in remaining time. And I made them do 3 rounds with 1 minute rest. And I saw how fast they could actually recover between their first score, their second, and their third score. Because particularly for the firefighters, it matters more if they could have a really high output, recover really quickly, and then go back to a really high output again. Because that's going to best simulate their job tasks outside of the firehouse.
I want to ask you a question, both you guys, if this is just a phenomenon of unfit people related to what you just said.
Okay.
So there's this phenomenon that like you think you have 30 pull-ups to do, right? And before you move on to the next movement. And so you could do 20 unbroken, or you could do 10, 10, 10, right? I always feel like if I don't go pretty hard, almost to failure on my first set, you know where I'm going with this?
I don't think so, but I'm just laughing at the way you look at it.
The second set will be the same regardless. So if I do 10, 10, 10, fine. Or I could do 19 and still then be able to do 10 the next set. I always feel like the first time after you get off, there's some like, if you don't go pretty fucking hard, like 85, 95%, you're fucked.
Mm-hmm.
You're fucked. But it doesn't seem like it's like that for the games athletes.
No, they recover super quick. I mean, they could go to like 90+% of their output, and you give them 1 minute, it's like they could do that same exact thing again.
Do you know what? Do you know the idea that I'm postulating, Hiller? That basically I could get off at 10, but I still have to like rest the same amount as if I would have got off at 19. Like there's something about after you blow your first set, you're.
I think I only experienced that on strict handstand push-ups, but I know what you're saying.
That
like
phenomenon.
If I go 4 and I kick, because that's my worst movement by far, and I could open up with like if I was going to do a set of 30, I could probably open up with. For right now, 18 or so. The next set's going to be fucking 3. And it feels
and if you do 9, it's still going to be 3.
And I think if I did 9, I might be able to do 4, but they're still really, really hard.
Like when you fall off the edge, you just like after the first set, it's just that shit doesn't come back.
You know what's funny is I actually had a guy that was training today at the gym that said the same thing about toe to bar, and I was like, it was a multiple AMRAP of 15 toe to bar
for him.
And I was like, well, how are you going to break these up? And he goes, hey, I have to go unbroken on the first set. And I go, why? He goes, because I only have one set. He goes, it doesn't matter if I do 20 of them or if I do 5. After that, it's fucking singles every time.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, it's like that.
Yeah, that's why.
Ring dips used to be like that for me.
Yeah.
Are there movements where it's not like that for you? Or is that pretty across?
I just always think it just I mean,
is there
like aerobic stuff. Like I could have trouble holding 60 RPMs for a minute on my first round, but if I take a break, the second round it'll be fucking nothing.
Yeah.
And well, you know what?
And then by the 5th round, it's like so easy.
Assault bike, right?
Say it again.
Coincidentally, you spend 90% of your life on the assault bike. So,
but I do a shitload of pull-ups too. I do pull-ups every day.
But so that doesn't work, is what you're saying.
Yeah, but who knows? I mean, riding the assault bike's so fucking easy.
Hey, then you said try my workout with that 30 seconds rest, the 3 sets in between, and see what you see what happens. See what you get. That would be interesting.
On the pull-ups?
Yeah, strict pull-ups.
I feel wrong.
That's a big statement. Like, what is that?
I feel
what is that statement?
I don't know, but yesterday I'm driving home. I was at a friend's house and I'm driving home and I got my 6-year-old son in the car, Ari, and he goes, I got a question for you. I'm like, yeah, I fucking know everything. Go ahead. And he goes, what are feelings? I go, fuck. Ask your mom. I don't.
And he got you there, yeah.
Oh my God. I gave him some examples. And I'm like, I go, dude, I'm not telling you shit. And he goes, what do you mean? I'm like, I'm just giving you examples. I don't know what the fuck they are.
Sean's got it. Matt plays second Ben because of the handstand push-up thing. And now every time I saw Matt do handstand push-ups since then, he's like, got it then.
Matt plays second because of his handstand push-up thing.
No one could beat Fraser on a handstand push-up workout. Not one person, anyone ever. Tia? No.
Carrie Pierce?
No.
No.
Didn't she though?
Noah Olsen beat him on Mary. It's like, that's not a handstand push-up workout. Shut up.
What is a handstand? Tell us what's a handstand push-up workout.
I'm thinking like that Diane derivative in the 2021 online games, 21-15-9, and that deficit handstand push-up with the 315 deadlift. That was where the emphasis is put on the handstand push-ups. No one's going to beat Fraser.
What about that strict one with the front squats and bar facing burpees from back in the day, 2014 regional?
He would destroy everybody.
But that would be a handstand push-up workout. You consider
it wouldn't be, but he's so good at them, and there's enough of them where it would separate him. And he's also fitter than everybody, except for Froning.
That's a great definition of feelings. No wonder we don't have any fucking women viewers.
You know what we need? We need like you know how Suze here often and Caleb's always. You need a chick that'll do that.
That come on the show? Please don't, please. You see that? I'm gonna get 20 fucking DMs now from girls telling me they want to be on the fucking show.
Well, no. You go find one, homie.
If you would like to be a female co-host on the show.
You don't know a single female that you would want to have as a co-host with you? And I'm not trying to like fucking name names, but like Lauren would have been good.
I don't. Yeah. Who?
Lauren Khalil? Or no?
Yeah.
She'd have her own thing.
No. She could be on the show. Here's the thing. It would take.
Allowed.
Here's the thing. It's so hard finding a guy. I'm not saying that there wouldn't be a woman. Like you have to have you have to be able to like this. Do you know about those shows? Do you remember those shows? That show out of England. You probably don't. It was an improv show. It was like when TV stations had 12 channels.
Whose line is it anyway?
What?
Whose line is it anyway?
Oh, is that what it is? Okay. And it was an improv show, and there would be like 4 guys on stage, and one guy would be like, they'd be like, the way the what?
That was Drew Carey.
Oh, was it? I don't. No. This wasn't Drew. Drew Carey wasn't on the show. These were all English guys. And basically, one of the rules when they would do the improv is you could never say no to someone. You always had to let the show keep moving forward. So you would say, "Oh my God, look at that purple dinosaur," and I couldn't say that's not. But they never told you this. But that was one of the rules in the back end. I couldn't.
About the purple dinosaur.
Or I'd be like, "Holy shit! Did you see its teeth?" And then Suze would be like, "Don't worry, I'll throw a steak over here, and then we can run away." You couldn't.
Did you get that steak from Costco?
Yeah, You couldn't. Yeah, then you would say that. Did you get that steak from Costco? And you couldn't stop the flow moving forward. Now, I'm not saying you can't disagree with us on the show, but it's already hard enough finding people who will let the show flow forward.
Susie, you got any female coaches?
Oh, now we're in deep water.
Point in case. Yeah, I do have female coaches.
And I'm sure you like them a lot, or else they wouldn't be there. Some of my best coaches were female coaches.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, for sure.
Dude, the best coaches at CrossFit HQ, the best coaches I remember at CrossFit HQ were all women. Yeah. Jenny Lau was a fucking beast.
So what I'm saying is, at some point you're going to run into somebody and they're going to destroy everyone else on the show, and they're going to put you in your place.
Oh, that's what I can't have. I can't have someone put me in my place. They can take me to their place. They can take me to their place where I might feel uncomfortable, but they can't put me in my place. No one can be putting anyone in their place.
I think Alexis does a good job when she comes on and does stuff with me on here. I'm not saying she's up for your position, because I think there's a different flow to this one, but I think she does well with me.
Yeah, she does fantastic with you. That's what it has to be. They have to be cool people. It has nothing to do with the fact if they have a vagina or penis. I'm looking for this video that I saw the other day. You have to be
good. Katie Henniger. She's cool. She's super laid back and chill. She's just like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, fucking course. But I mean, are you gonna get her?
I think so.
On the regular for a lifetime.
Where's that video? I sent Com Porter this video the other day. You guys have to see this.
Who else is super cool? I thought Amanda Barnhart was cool on your show.
Amanda Barnhart was cool. Here's the thing, too. People want to be
Laura
free
Horvath, she was cool.
Who?
Laura Horvath. She was cool.
She was cool.
She'll come back, right?
She won't come back. I tried. Well, I mean, keep still trying. Here's the thing. Chet Lee Kowalski. Is that her dad? Is that Alexis's dad?
No.
Oh.
That'd be a twist, but no.
People think that they want to be on the show and that they want to be free, and then but they come on here, and one, being this outgoing puts so much pressure on you for how much you have to put on the line, and two, they think I'm gonna fucking lead them the whole fucking time. I can't lead everyone. Those are the worst guests. Unless there's someone like Brian. Brian lets me lead him, and then he takes over. But you can't be
like a volcano.
Pardon me?
He erupts like a volcano.
Yeah, it's good.
It's like there's an earthquake and then he explodes. You're the earthquake. He's the volcano.
Okay.
You're
an earthquake, dude. I can't find this video.
What are you looking for?
You have to. You have to. I mean, you know what? You know what I'm gonna do? Oh, I wonder if I could search in here. I wonder if I can search.
I like where Patrick Clark's head's at.
I have a question for you. How come some people, when you text them, it goes to their email?
Excuse me?
What?
I know I'm not playing the dinosaur game, but I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
How come it's like when I text Com Porter, his email comes up?
Oh, I think it's because he was only on the Wi-Fi for iChat. Like it's not an actual number. So then it's just redirecting it to his email.
Oh,
yours does that sometimes too.
Thank you. Oh, that's because I have too many Apple IDs. Okay, Play this video. Watch this, Hiller. Watch this. This is fucking great.
Did you send something to me?
Yeah, I sent it to you as a text. Should I?
No,
better. I can.
That's weird.
Want me to email it to you?
No. Just give me a sec. I got it.
Did you like my 28 questions video?
I saw it. Tell me about it again. 28 questions.
I basically ripped something off the CrossFit Facebook page.
No, with Adrian Conway.
Yeah. I ripped a bunch of questions.
I got you. I got clickbaited. I just wanted to hear. I thought it was going to be a long analysis of who would win in a fight.
No, I do want to point out one thing though, because I know I haven't told you yet, and it's that someone asked if they hook up at the games, and then someone commented underneath that. These are the questions we really want to know. And
yeah, that was a good question.
I saw it, and I'm like, this is exactly what people get mad at you for. Like, there's a place for this. It's called the Sevan Podcast.
Yeah, that I did like that. Mason Mitchell, the female may try. The female may try to talk someone to yes, there's one. Sage Bergener. Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Cool.
Oh my God, dude.
yeah. You had a great time with her on the show.
She's beyond cool. Ariel Lowen. Yes.
Yeah.
Now we're getting
Here's
there.
The thing is, she's too busy.
Yeah, the commitment's pretty insane. But Sage and Ariel would be
I think
amazing.
Katie's less busy than Ariel.
Katie Henniger just sits back in a lawn chair and sips Mai Tais.
Just enjoying life.
Yeah.
Okay, we go on this video.
She just sits there. She has someone with one of her servants, a butler, who she just reads questions to her about things for the business, and she goes, "Yes."
Is that Bill?
Yeah, probably.
If there's ever a job opening for that butler position, hit me up.
Yeah.
I would be
We
great at
decided
that.
that was Bill, so you're looking to. I thought you were married.
He might want to retire. Bill might want to retire, and I would gladly.
These people are way too busy.
Okay.
No, Emily
Yeah,
Abbott, we
Jimmy?
scared away. If you go back and watch the show, we did a live call-in show with her, and something happened on there, and she got
trippy.
scared.
Remember, she like left, and then she came back with dinner, and then it was like it got trippy.
And that was it. That was it for us. I thought maybe she could have a future with the show.
Yeah,
I was wrong.
I really like the identity doctor. I thought she was going to be a staple.
Me too. I thought that went swimmingly well until I got a fucking email from her lawyer, text message from her lawyer. Fuck.
Garrett did well. Maybe she'll come back.
Garrett was great. Garrett was
awesome.
To tell you the truth, I actually thought that when the same way when I had Lauren Khalil on, when I was actually interviewing Garrett, or I was actually thinking, I was the whole time I was thinking, I wonder how I could just keep bringing her back on. Like what types of things we could like riff on, to use Scott Schweitzer's word. Oh my God, look, Chad F has the same profile picture as the CrossFit Games podcast.
Oh, and check it out. The same
Was
number of
good.
subscribers too.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, when's the last time we went there? Have they done anything to fix that yet?
No, they don't give a dude. That's on purpose.
Has Dave's YouTube channel taken off yet?
No.
Hey, someone. Oh, so play that video. You got to hear some of this, Hiller. This is long, but you got to hear some of this. You're gonna love this.
Okay, we're gonna play the video.
You got to hear some of this. This is going back to the emotions thing, and what's the definition of emotions?
Oh, I'm getting warm.
Yeah, you should get warm.
Warm.
Brains are very unique. Men's brains are made up of little boxes. And we have a box for everything. We've got a box for the car. We got a box for the money. We got a box for the job. We got a box for you. We got a box for the kids. We got a box for your mother somewhere in the basement. We got boxes everywhere. And the rule is the boxes don't touch. When a man discusses a particular subject, we go to that particular box, we pull that box out, we open the box, we discuss only what is in that box. All right? And then we close the box and put it away, being very, very careful not to touch any other boxes.
This hurts. It's accurate.
It's better.
Now, women's brains are very, very different from men's brains. Women's brains are made up of a big ball of wire. And everything is connected to everything. The money's connected to the car, and the car's connected to your job, and your kids are connected to your mother, and everything's connected to everything. And it's like... It's like the internet superhighway. Okay? And it's all driven by energy that we call emotion. It's It's one of the reasons why women tend to remember everything. Because if you take an event and you connect it to an emotion, it burns in your memory and you can remember it forever. The same thing happens for men. It just doesn't happen very often because, quite frankly, we don't care.
Okay, that's good.
Dude, literally last night, Alexis comes over. She asks me something, and I start talking about it. And it's about a minute or two in, and then I realize after about 30 seconds into her responding that she's talking about something completely else. And I'm like, wait a minute, remember when you asked me that question we were talking about it? And she goes, oh yeah. And we start talking about it again. And then it's a different topic, completely different from the first thing she said. I'm like, what the fuck? And she goes, oh yeah, okay, back to the original question I had for you. It happened 3 times. And then the conversation led somewhere else completely, but I think I let it go that way, but that was way too accurate.
It's crazy, right? What a great. My wife has a memory she
Did
remembers.
she do that thing right there? Or are you just putting it on the memory part? Because
I don't let her talk long enough to find out if she does that, but she will fucking remember everything and anything. It's quite remarkable.
I was hoping Alexa would chime in the comments right there, and she was like, "I'm sorry." She realized she was doing it.
That's funny.
She goes, "Oh shit, yeah, okay, we're back."
I watched someone told me I should watch Kate Gordon's podcast with Con Porter.
What about it?
And I watched it.
Oh, what about it?
It's for my live call-in show. Do you want to hear about it now or no?
A bit. I mean, you don't have to ruin your thing, but I'll hear a bit for sure.
It was the first time I've listened to her show. She's a great host. But I think at least that whole episode was just all I don't know. Here, let me tell you something. I took so many notes.
Is it a YouTube channel?
Yes.
Okay.
No, I watched it on Spotify. That's when I was like, holy shit, how come we don't have video on Spotify? No. He's single. He wouldn't rule out doing an OnlyFans page.
Huh.
He's not looking for anyone really in particular right now. He's not looking for like a mate right now. He's 33. He's had two long-term relationships, 6 and 5 years. But he's open to long-term relationships. Do you fuck on the first date? There was some discussion about that.
And
I tune into the live call and just find out.
You have to go watch it, but I think he said like he's open to waiting. It's not a prerequisite like 3 dates or something. But
you can't have rules like that.
They talk about the influence of porn on people's sex life. Oh, there was a fascinating discussion about whether sex is supposed to be for connection or if it's a performance art. And I actually laughed out loud when they were talking about that.
Why'd you laugh out loud?
Because it was just funny the way they were describing performance art. Just the way, yeah, like I get it. Like whether you're just whether you're performing, like, you know, like you're trying to reenact a porn, or whether you're actually like making love to your mate. There's this way people talk about sex that they bring up in that podcast that I hear brought up a lot, and sex is like not like this at all for me. So, but where sex is a power thing and it's about who's in control. And like I never see sex like that. I could give 2 fucks.
Yeah, this younger generation.
I'm just happy to be there.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
He's happy he's in the game.
Yeah.
I was like, yes. All right, now how do we make this happen as soon as possible again?
But there is a section on there about butt plugs, about taking it and giving it in the ass. And
do they share their own opinions on that, or is it more of like, we hear this? And
no, it's all they talk from their own experience. That was the reason why someone's like, hey, you got to hear about them talking about giving it and receiving it in the ass.
Oh, him too.
I don't want to tell you. I don't want to ruin it for you.
All right, I'll listen to it. It's on Spotify, huh? I'm gonna pull it up. What does it look like? Kate Gordon. What is it called?
Kate did talk about a change. She I don't know what it's called. I forget what it's called.
CFK found it.
Going Rogue with Kate, maybe. Is it Going Rogue?
I think that's what it is. Going Rogue with Kate. Yeah.
Okay. That wasn't it. Then Going Rogue.
But basically, he was talking about
Gone rogue.
a lot of it was him talking about how he wants to get more in touch with his feminine side, and he likes to be with women who like to explore their masculine side, that he's open to that. And that's what made me realize, like, that's why I sent him that video. So he just to contextualize, like, maybe that would resonate with him. Oh, they talked about something called the Gluck Gluck 9000. I had to look that up. I didn't know what that was.
So this latest episode, 35.
Do you know what that is? Do you guys know what that is? The Gluck Gluck 9000?
I mean, I've heard of it
Crazy
before. But
blowjob or no?
It's like I want to act it out for you, but I'm afraid it gets stuck on the internet
For the love
forever.
of God, do
Yeah,
it.
probably.
Do it.
Act it out.
It's not some sort of crazy blowjob.
It is. It's like a two-handed blowjob.
Okay, then wow, I didn't know.
Yeah, it was interesting. It was the first time I ever listened to a podcast like on 1.5 speed, and it didn't even bother me.
So
She talks about watching her. I don't know if it's her boyfriend, but she has a mate named Greg, and she talks about how she watched another girl fuck him and take his cock like a champ. And that's a direct quote.
God.
And I really like that. Took the cock like a champ. That was her line. I thought that was an incredible line.
Unsporty Beth is here.
Oh.
Holy fuck.
Ken Walters, Hiller did a great job with Fit Wars, but leave Brian asking post-comp questions and Beaver working the back end. But
Hey.
why? What happened?
Hey, I think I asked the best question. Ken Walters. Fuck out of here. Your YouTube channel can host it next time.
I don't remember the post.
I asked one question per athlete.
What'd you ask?
Yeah, what'd you ask?
I wanted to know why Colton didn't use his belt. And then
Oh,
Scott
yeah,
from Clydesdale Media featured that one on his YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So I think it was the best question.
Yeah, Mr. Walters. Be nice to Mr. Walters. He's the only guy who watches my capable parent consulting YouTube page.
and I will connect you with Nick so that on your YouTube channel you can host the next Fit Wars. I hear he's looking for a new host.
No, I refuse. They talk about how they like lighthearted sex when you can laugh and talk during sex. I was like, yeah, well, what other kind of sex is there?
Apparently, they got lots of different varieties.
Where
over
I'm
there.
just doing tons of blow and grinding my teeth. Just
Hey, that's a good movie. Have you seen Below with Johnny Depp?
yeah, great movie.
I just saw it for the first time. It's awesome.
Yeah, great movie.
They titled an episode "Greg and Kate and Anal."
Yeah, I think the premise of the subject of sex really.
Who's Greg?
That's like
That's the dude who was
I
giving
want
it
to
like
call
a
her
champ.
boyfriend, but I don't know. I think it's like her.
Yeah, it's her boyfriend.
It is her boyfriend.
I mean, yeah, there's no other way to describe that. And apparently, they have an open relationship, right?
How
It's
about
one
main
people's company.
squeeze? It's her main squeeze.
Ah, okay, that's much better fitting. You're right. Yeah,
I wonder
like
if she's
that.
ever like teaching a level 2. You know, she's on seminar staff. I wonder if she's ever teaching a level 2 and someone's just like has a question for her about,
butt plugs.
the podcast.
Dude, that's nuts. There's just 30-something episodes. She's gonna catch you pretty soon.
Yeah.
She's only got to do that another 20 times, and she's right there. When did she start? December 16th is her most recent. Her first was September 2021. All right. Good luck.
She said, here's another thing she's talked about. This actually always perplexes me. She said, she was talking about how when she was like 25 to 30, how she was like, there's this like sort of this feminist thing where like the men are too preoccupied with themselves with sex, and it's all about the woman having the orgasm, and we need to be more focused on the woman, and it's not just all about the men. I'm paraphrasing what she was saying. And then at 30, she experienced some empathy for men because they have to get hard on demand. They have to stay hard, and yet if they stay hard for too long, they won't be able to ejaculate.
Wait a minute. What?
Yeah. I know.
How long is too long?
I don't. 15 minutes. You're asking me personally?
If you stay hard for 15 minutes, you can't ejaculate?
I don't know. I've never had that where I don't ejaculate. I've never had that. I'm more often going, oops, sorry.
Oops, sorry.
Yeah.
like it happened too quickly.
You figure it out. I don't want to. I don't want to admit anything on the internet.
I feel like I'll probably enjoy. Well, it was Bruce. He just said, "Would you watch your girl or man fuck another person?" That would be one thing I would like to hear because there's no way in fuck, in my opinion, I'd be cool with that. And I don't think that Alexis would be either. And I think most people would get down with that. I'd like to hear from someone who is cool with it and why and how.
Sounds like we need to get Kate
They're
back on the
gonna
podcast.
tell you. They're gonna tell you a reason, Andrew. And then you're gonna have to get to the root of it. They're not gonna tell you they themselves don't know the real reason.
Is there a possibility they're like, well, why aren't you cool with it?
It's right.
Like, because I'm not. All right. No. because I'm possessive
and you have to get to the root of it. It's like at the end of the day, when you get to the root of COVID, it's people who want to live in a fear mindset. They make decisions based on fear, and their fear is caused by the fact that they're 100 pounds overweight. Like it has nothing to do. Like when you go, so if you're going to get to the root of why they would want to watch someone have sex, like it's something about them. Have you ever known anyone who just wants chaos in their life always? Yeah. It's like those people. You're like, hey, dude, that's a bad decision. You're thinking that's a bad decision.
Well, wait a minute. What if they're legitimately cool with it?
Yeah, right. But then you have to figure. You could get to the root of why.
Make it a thing. It'd be like, oh, okay.
Like, would you be
over there? Like,
would you be happy with the answer? Would you be happy with the answer? Is I'm just not a possessive person, and I don't want to hold Andrew back. I want him to experience life. We only live once. I want him to experience the beauty of sex, and I don't want there to be these strings attached to it. And I just want him to be free, and I want him to like. What if they gave you one of those answers?
I suppose there's a possibility where there's a world where I don't want kids, and it's just because it's how I feel, and it's just like whatever. And maybe there's a possibility where they're like, I just want to fuck other dudes, and he wants to fuck other chicks, and it's just how we are. But I also know where you're coming from, where there's possibly something behind it. If
someone says to me, "Hey, Sevan, can I borrow your truck to move a couch?" I say no. I say no. And I know exactly. I know exactly why I say no. What?
Is it gonna come back all dinged up and shit?
I'm not even. I'm not.
What'd you do to the bumper, man? Oh, it's like, well, I scuffed it with the couch. Like,
the first time my truck breaks down after I let you borrow it to move a couch, I blame you. I just know how I operate. I just blame you.
It worked just fine before you used it.
Yeah, totally. It puts our entire fridge, and I don't. My pockets aren't so deep that I don't care, and I'm gonna throw the truck away, or that I have just $3,000 to spend to fix it, or just anything. No, you cannot use my truck to. You cannot use my truck to move your couch. Sorry.
Steve says that monogamy is a relatively new concept in the history of mankind.
Yeah, I think he's right.
Well, okay, I know.
Hey, so is love. So is marrying for love is only like 1 or 2 generations. Like picking your own fucking guy and girl is brand new. Also, no one was doing that even in the United States 200 years ago.
I've never met someone who can just like free-flowingly go from person to person. There's usually some sort of like weird thing behind it. So I think I know what you're saying. Yeah, but I like it. And if they're cool with it and they're talking about it in the open, I feel like they're probably pretty cool with it.
Clearly.
But I have a picture of an individual in my head of someone who would like go from person to person, but had one tied down, which brought in the chaos. Because that person wasn't the same sort of thinking. They thought they were in a relationship, but this guy, sorry, now I went with the genders. It's like, no, we're not in a relationship, but we are and we aren't. It depends on the situation. There's the chaos.
The inevitable.
I find the fact that I'm monogamous with my wife the most rewarding relationship I've ever had. I'm old though too. I'm 50.
It's the most rewarding relationship you ever had. Yeah.
Yeah, as opposed to ones where I wasn't monogamous with someone. This is by far more rewarding. And if I think about the fact if my wife ever died, I think of myself as becoming a monk. I cannot fucking imagine starting another relationship. I just can't.
Kind of look at this, right? It's like writing a book. It's like the world's longest book. It's like, wow, I put so much. There's so many pages. Let's just keep going with these pages.
Yeah, and you know, there's these hiccups you could say too. Well, what if the husband starts beating the wife, or if the wife starts cheating on the husband, or if the wife's whatever? It's like, how do you manage that and keep the
You
relationship
rip
together?
those pages out.
Well, yeah.
You scratch the CD so it skips.
Sevan, you could become a mime because I'm petting because I'm doing this.
I can't.
Yeah, it sounds like such a pain in the ass. I'm so much. I can't imagine starting my first relationship. Yeah. Oh, you mean like long term or just
Sousa, he's been with Grace and had Grace around. And I don't think we've delved much into any of that, but I know that Sevan and I are rather similar in though we hated the dating process and all that crap, right?
Yeah, that's what I.
No, I like dating. I like dating.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
I thought you were just like, I got one, and it's like the one that I want, and then you're just like over the moon pumped about it.
No, when I was fucking in college, the fucking more the merrier.
I was wrong about that.
Yeah, no. I liked having. I thought it was awesome having 10 girlfriends.
Yeah, but like 10. Once you have a relationship for a certain amount of period of time, you're like thinking to yourself, "Oh, I gotta go back and like I'm gonna find somebody new and have to like bullshit with you and get past that first awkward period and like meet your family and like hope that doesn't suck." Like, you know, there's a whole entire thing when it's a long-term relationship as opposed to just casually dating in college.
Like bars are shitty.
Yeah. I mean, like, imagine now trying to do that. It'd just be like, oh, fuck.
What do you want to do? Sit on the couch all day? It's like, oh, fuck that.
My wife and I are not monogamous, but whatever we do it together. This is a very big subject.
That seems cool.
Things that never happened. Sevan having 10 girlfriends.
We've got one, Steve. Sevan and 10 girlfriends. He's right. It's 11.
Hey, but I never dated like you ask someone to go to the movies and it's a date like that. My life wasn't like that. My life was like,
a date then.
No, my life was like when I was dating, it was like, hey, I went to parties every single night and it was the same 500 people I saw every night in college. My college town was this college town that was trapped on the Pacific Ocean, 20,000 students in a half square mile. No one drove anywhere. It was just walking and bikes and we were just there. So you just see the same people over and over. You know, one night you're talking to her, the next day you have a class with her. You know, just what it was just like that. It was just building relationship, meet them at the same coffee shops, just all that shit. It was never like, hey, we're going to see Fiddler on the Roof.
Well, that movie sucks.
So it's a play.
It's also a movie.
Okay.
Good
fine.
soundtrack.
Everything's a movie for you.
Yeah.
You know, I had a guy who told me that once. Now I got two.
Okay. Well, thank you, Kate, for giving us an extra 20 minutes on this podcast.
Yeah, we covered a broad range of topics tonight, huh?
Yeah, we covered everything except for my videos.
No, we covered those.
It was a joke.
Do you have tomorrow's video made already?
No, I don't. I'm behind.
Oh shit! Are you gonna stay up late and do it?
Wake up early, I think, is the play this time around.
There is a game called Clask.
Class.
It's a board game. It is the number one. You guys are gonna love this. It is the number one party game in Denmark.
What is it all about, and why are we looking? Oh, that's cool looking. I just don't get it. Oh wow,
So-
is it soccer?
I have the 4-person version. It's a round board. That's the 2-person version you're looking at.
Okay. What's
And
the
the creator of this, I have this one, Clask 4.
It's cheap.
And the creator of this game is coming on the show tomorrow.
Yep.
I have to learn how to say his name tonight. Look,
Looks
they
like
even
he's
use
a
it.
CrossFit.
They even use a buff guy.
That's not him.
Smart.
No, that's not him.
The board can withstand his force.
I guess that's what they're showing. Look at all the awards it's won. Look at this guy's happy playing it. My kids love the game. The only thing that sucks, and I need to ask him about, is I bought the 4-player one, and sometimes there's not 4 players who want to play it, and that's kind of frustrating.
You got 3 boys. Can't you just make them play with you?
I can't. I probably could. So you see how those black things are moving around on the board like that? That's because you're holding a magnet under the table that moves it.
Okay. I kind of, it's like soccer.
Yeah.
It looks
And
like Super Monkey Ball.
And those white things that are on the board, those little white pieces, those are made of metal. And if those stick to you, you also get penalized. See how there's one stuck to that piece?
Yeah.
That's interesting. I wouldn't go anywhere near those.
You try not to, but the thing is someone will hit a ball into that thing, and then that thing will fly and land on your piece.
Oh, that's neat.
You're good. Hiller. This is like kind of a boring segment pumping up tomorrow's show, and you're making it kind of fun. I appreciate it.
No,
See? Find a girl who can do that with me. Find a girl who can do that with me.
It's Chinese checkers.
Look at Jamie Latimer. I keep nodding off. Look at.
I see exactly. Well, we were talking earlier today. Remember about how we're going to come up with the world's greatest fitness game.
Oh yes, that was today. I
don't know if we should bring it up on the show because someone's going to fucking steal that idea.
Yeah, Hiller and I are making a board game. Susan,
you can get in on it if you want. I think you'll have
fitness.
Whoa, Hiller. We didn't talk about bringing Susan on.
Oh yeah, I forgot. We're 50-50. So I guess we can bring him in. He can have half of my 50. You can still 50. We'll go 25.
Fine. He can have 15 of mine.
Hiller's giving away the house over there.
Yeah, it's all good. It's what it's all about. Give it away.
I'll play with your metal balls.
This is the best name.
I can't believe there's an unsporty Beth.
Is that Spiegel?
In the picture?
No, like it's gotta be who is this? Who has these names?
I know, this is just ridiculous.
I bet Unsporty Beth gives $19.99 at the end of the show.
Hey, Unsporty Beth, could you re-log in as Tommy Marquez?
Yeah, that's right. We have a Tommy Marquez too.
There's this Tish.
Gosh.
I don't think this is Tish.
People in the comments are awesome.
Okay. Thank you, Hiller, for coming on last minute today. Susan, thank you. Susan, I don't want to thank you because then you'll think that I don't expect it of you.
I fulfilled expectation.
I'm going to prepare for the next 2 hours while you guys count sheep. Hiller goes to bed because he doesn't work as hard as me.
It is 11:20 my time. I'm 2 hours harder than you already.
Look at Ken Walters followed the math there on this.
God, I'm dumb.
You see how that play went?
God, I'm dumb.
Susan, you didn't have to say shit.
They don't say nothing.
Talk about CEO.
Okay. I'm a media guy. I'm a media director. I'm not a accountant. 12:20 my time. Thank you, Bruce. Thank you, everyone. We will see you guys tomorrow, 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Oh, let me tell you who's coming on the next day too. God, we need a live call-in show. My notes are getting crazy.
For everyone who's like,
oh shit.
I know. The Wednesday.
Oh shit. Wednesday we have Alex Stein. Listen, you have to go to Primetime Alex Stein's Instagram account and look at all the crazy shit he's been doing and the people he's been fucking colliding with. It's
you will not
nuts.
be disappointed.
No.
Go check it out.
Hey, Sevan, the concept of monogamy would be a good subject for you to do a deep dive. Okay. Can you DM me a book about it?
A book.
Some research.
I don't know if I wasn't monogamous. I think that would be one of the things I would even keep from you guys, to be honest.
If you weren't monogamous?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be a bad look for your image, man.
No one would believe it.
There's
the perfect crime.
Maybe it'd be a good look for your image.
Okay.
It'd be on your trading card from Wad Zombie.
I've told the story. I told that story about someone calling me fat at the beach. Well, I just remembered there's a more recent. What?
I was there.
Oh, you were there for the second one?
I was there for the first one, I guess.
No, you were there for the second one. You were there in Newport when that lady called me fat?
Yeah, and I was like, what are you talking about? What did I say? What the fuck?
I forgot all about that. The story I always tell is this other story when I was with all these CrossFitting friends. Yeah, that was crazy.
I said something about your shoulders and your arms, if I recall. I don't remember exactly the words I used.
God, I'm so glad you witnessed that because when I tell those stories, I'm like, people must think I'm lying.
They said
took my shirt off and this lady goes, "Fuck, you're fat. I thought you didn't eat sugar."
That's what it was. I was there for that. And it takes every ounce of you to not like come back harder.
Hey, it just
Oh
made
my
it just made me feel comfortable around her. Like we just got the elephant out of the white elephant out of the room.
Yeah, I do like that. Yeah.
Just got it over with early. All right, we got that out there.
Are you trying to resist your desire to fuck me by calling me fat? That was like.
Yeah,
That's actually what you said. Like,
Oh,
why do you
did I?
acting like it? No,
that'd have been hilarious.
that would have been good though.
Oh, shut it, Bruce. I'm
And then
not
Avi
fat.
would look up at you and he goes, "Okay, I now know how to speak to women who comment on my body."
What's crazy is I think that I was besides Hiller, I might have been the skinniest, fittest person in the bunch.
Alexis was also there.
Oh, okay. Besides Alexis too.
Well, and then your boys were there and Haley.
Okay. Stop.
I think I saw Froning on the beach.
I shouldn't have even said that.
Walking by.
Yeah, I guess it was body shaming. Get that lady for the next co-host. That lady would make an amazing co-host. Fuck, she'd make an amazing co-host.
Hunter wasn't there yet. No, he was there the next day. You could call Bruce.
God. Has anyone ever called you fat at the beach?
Me?
Ever? Has anyone ever called you fat? You take your shirt off and they're
I
like,
was
man, you're
fucking obese, man. I was called fat all the time. I was t-shirt in the pool, man.
all right.
I don't think I've ever been called obese or fat.
Thanks. But you don't fit in here. You don't fit in this group then, Souza.
Susan, I can't even look at you. You're so big. Muscular big.
Yoked.
Oh, yeah, that is what she meant, Jeffrey. You're right.
PH
Dang,
fat.
you fat.
Damn.
All right.